Hello. Molly can't make it. We will forgive you this time. Did I set this for one? Yes, I did. There it is. I have been on a YouTube blur this morning, and I just got stuck on Mr. Snowflake's Elphaba. Who the hell is Elphaba? I don't know who that is, but I guess I'll keep watching it. Yay! Kelly taking a break from work. Tea with unicorns. Hello. AJCD. Hello. I don't know if I've seen your name around here before. I don't know if I've seen you around these here parts before. Anyway. I'm not feeling 100, so I thought Colin and Sam at Every Size both put out really good videos about this whole glitter and lasers thing. So I thought it'd be okay to like sit and just kind of chit chat about their videos. I've already watched both of them, but I think they got good points on that. Oh, the Elphaba thing? Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. No, don't hit stop. That's not even the right video. I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know, sometimes you just can't finish a video, yeah? I mean, oh, his video that he did on Eugenia. I couldn't watch that one either. And it's not because his videos aren't good. Like, Mr. Snowflake does some of the best, like, documentary style videos in girl world, I guess I should say. But yeah, it's just some of the personalities he picks to cover. I'm impressed he does it, because I don't know. I tried to do one on the 8 Passengers video back when the channel was still young, and I got about, I don't know, 2 hours into researching it, and I was just like, yeah, I can't. I gotta tap out of this one. So, it happens. He's made of sturdier stuff, is I guess what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm not feeling hot, so I'm like very low energy, that's why. But so sorry to have just yawned in everyone's face. I apologize. Colin's nails are super cute. Did he paint them? I missed it. Chikara mentioned me in a video. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I am now officially known internationally. Like, on the one hand, it's really cool that everybody's like mentioning my channel, but on the other hand, I'm really terrified. They're terrified. Saucy bun broche. Yeah, I just put it up about 15 minutes ago. I was gonna try to record some videos, and I'm just not feeling great. And the Anna thing is just, it's still fascinating to me, only because she keeps doubling down on this incredibly bad behavior of hers. And I think I'm more fascinated by the amount of support that she's getting, which I guess I shouldn't be that surprised about. Like, Anna's audience isn't completely fictional. It's just not as large as she wants everyone to believe it is. But just the number of people who are trying to normalize her behavior, I don't know, maybe I was just raised different. I don't know. I guess we say good things. You know what? Not everybody's gonna like... That's the thing. I get that not everybody's gonna like moi, and that's fine. It's okay. We're adults. We can dislike each other. Just, is what it is. Oh, wow. Hey, Liv. Welcome to the interns. Mwahaha. You'd love to be chatting on. You have so many problems. Smug, do I need to come talk to your technology for you? Give it a what for? Oh no. Is it Mariah? I'm so sorry about your migraine. I am so sorry about that, especially day 6. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I really liked Sam's video. I don't think I finished it. I think I got about 2/3 of the way through it, and I was like, you know what? I should just do this as a react. Yeah, some people, with unicorns, some people just have more fortitude than I do. Susan, go to sleep. It's a dress. I'm not feeling fancy. That's why I put a fancy dress on. I was like, maybe if I floof myself up a little, I'll feel a little better. But all right, Smack, I'm on my way. Would you mind sharing your email one more time? Yeah, I got an email. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure do. Let me go find out which one I've attached to the account. Which one? I don't want to do that. That's going to mess everything up. I don't know what I want to do here. Hang on. Give me a second. My brain needs to brain. I don't think that's actually going to affect anything. I have, oh, I don't have it attached to the account. Well, that should probably do that. Right. No. This. That's what I want. That. Should be this one. I'm being studious because I'm trying to think too hard. Try Gemini Advance with no charge trial. I would rather not Google, thank you. Yeah, okay, this is the right one. There be the email attached to the account. Anybody can use it. I'm terrible at email. I will let you all know that right now. Colin is cool. Which one is Gemini? What is Gemini supposed to do? I'm a big AI fan, guys. I love screwing around with it. I had a long conversation with chat the other day talking about if AI might be considered godlike in the future. To which it tried to assure me that it in no way was capable of becoming a full-on deity. And then I asked it, do you think at some point people might be perceiving you as such? And it was like, oh yeah, I could totally see that argument. And I was just like, yep. When it starts making jokes with me, that's when I'm really going to get concerned. Why? With Google One, you get Gemini and Gmail Docs and more. I already have all of this. The only thing I don't have is the AI. And honestly, I don't really want it. Why do I need an AI in my email? Why does it send me an email letting me know that I'm live? I know I'm live. I'm here. Oh. What's this? Okay, well, there's all that then. Let's go back to studio because I want to go back to... Guys, I'm telling you, this brain is not braining today. So, all right, but we are going to watch Colin's latest video about the whole glitter and lasers thing, and we're going to watch Sam at Every Size video on it. And since I haven't finished Sam at Every Sizes, we're going to start with hers. I don't need to go live. I want to see. And I think if I go to content and then go to live and then go back. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Ew, go to the link. How many Christmas?
Oh, nothing works.
Sake. I give up. I give up. I don't want to view it. I don't want to do that. Meh, whatever. There, that's what I'm looking for. That's it. That's what I wanted. There we go. Yay. All right, anyway. Since I haven't completely finished Sam's, I figure we'll start with that one. Yeah, well, Smug, we do kind of have... it's gonna be an interesting year. It's gonna be interesting until slightly after February. Yeah, Inu, like, depending on the AI, it's kind of the other reason why I don't really interact with many of them. I mean, I'll play around with them outside of chat, but chat's kind of like, right now, chat's the most advanced one right now, so it's the one that talks the most like a person, but... Do you know what video the cake picture is from? You used it for some of your thumbnails on Reacts to Anna. The cake one where she's got cake, where Anna has cake all over her face and her hands. Is that the one you're talking about, Saucy Bun? Because that's not from a video. She posted that in February for Valentine's Day. And it was one of her... I think it's the stories, the ones that disappear after 24 hours. She posted that on Instagram. It might still be on TikTok. But it was, she got like a Valentine's Day cake and then she started screaming about, oh, I'm still alone. I mean, she was acting. It was supposed to be a skit, but... Oh, thanks, Mug. Welcome to grad students. Blah! I need a different intro for that one. Anyway, so as far as like finding it, I don't know if you can outside of other people who snagged it and saved it, because it vanished. Claude is your favorite AI, Kelly? Who's doing Claude? Claude Sonnet? Or are you making a joke and I'm completely missing the joke because I'm old? The videos where people have trained their AIs to flirt with them? Wow. AI is fascinating. I don't know if it's like, it's not ready for God yet. Oh, that's true, Mariah. And yeah, if I could get the email, if I could get the AI to do like something like that, where it just unsubscribes from obvious spam, that would be great. But decides not to brain. Yeah, sorry, Saucy Bun. It's not from any video that she posted. It was just like a real quick thing. You know how she does she just puts like little sketches up sometimes. Boo Squeeze. Yeah, it's fun to be from PA right now. Oh yeah, all messages. Ta-da! Thank you. I actually... No, I am on live chat. Ha ha ha! I was ahead of you. Oh, Claude Sonnet is one. Oh, I'll have to check that out then. We do it on one that isn't. I think I remember getting invited to Claude. There it is. Who puts out Claude? Anthropic? Introducing the next generation of Claude. Why did they name it Claude? Try on Claude AI. Our first release in the forthcoming Claude 3.5 model family. Family? Oh, I see. Haiku, Sonnet, and Opus. That's cute that they're doing that. I kind of like that. Wow, graduate level reasoning. Nice. I was gonna say I think that beats out chat, but wow. So who's doing Claude? I could look it up. I understand that. An AI safety and research company we build. Okay, so Anthropic is the company. Okay. Safety is a science. I'm really enjoying AI. I'm like AI, I really like. I'm concerned about the way people are trying to apply it because I don't think it's ready for some of the ways that people are trying to use it. And but people are still putting like all of their faith behind this AI, and I'm like, it's not. It's like turning to a 5-year-old for advice on how to run your Fortune 500 company. He might have a couple good ideas, but he's still a 5-year-old. It's kind of where I'm at on that one. But the Chihuahuas are sleeping. Claude Monet. Hello, Idiot Witch. I'll have to look into Anthropic some more. Hello, Rocky. You snuck in on me. Yeah, Saucy Bun. I mean, you can use AI to do that right now. And with chat, because that's what I have experience with. Chat, you can actually teach it a little bit. So the schedules it comes up with aren't quite so bizarre. All right, I'm going to speed Sam up. I'm going to try her at time and a half. If that's too fast, I'll slow her back down again. So, hello, Jesse. I think I missed like 90% of the people that were here saying hi to you guys, but hello, everyone. Oh, it's Sweary Fairy. That's cute, actually. I know, Smug. That's like, I just did the 6K Q&A. I'm also scared about that. I'm no longer a small channel. Well, I am still a small channel, but like people actually know my name now, and it's getting a little strange. Not in a bad way. It's just a lot. Sam can be too nice, yes. I don't feel like I think Sam's a little done with glitter and lasers. To be fair, however, Sam at every size is why I started going, maybe I should cover glitter and lasers. Because Sam did some... What was it? Oh, it was the... Sam found the video... Here, let me just knock my camera all over the place. Sam found the video where Anna was doing the infomercial for Monjaro. And this was... excuse me, sorry. Like a year-ish ago now? Somewhere around there. Because it was warm when I remember watching it, and I was driving around doing DoorDash. So Sam's really the kind of the reason why I really started seriously thinking about doing Anna. But Anna for the reaction, not the other thing. Yeah, I can't take a fast food order yet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Lee. Like, some of the AIs just aren't ready for prime time. Don't forget us. I will not forget anyone. Well, all right, let me put it this way. I will forget everyone because I have a brain of Swiss cheese. However, it's easy to prompt the brain to remember things, so... Yeah, no, and I do like Sam, but Sam speaks at a very... Sam speaks... Here's another reason why I do like Sam, though. Sam talks like a class lecturer. Speaks at a pace that everybody can follow along with at a lecture. It works great in a lecture or if you're presenting a paper, but when you're trying to do a video... But you know, the nice thing about her speaking at a slower pace, though, is that I can speed her up and still understand her, too. Because I know there's some people that watch videos at, like, the 2x speed. That's a little too fast, even for me. But my partner, like, is constantly watching videos at 2x speed, and it just sounds like the chipmunks were given acid, and it's just insane. I don't know how they get anything out of it. Hey, Theo. Hey, Emo. Alright. Hello, Miss Jellyfish. Sam makes a lot. Sam usually makes really good points. Alright, I'm gonna start the video. I don't think I need to say anything else before we get started. I did speed her up, so for those of you who just joined us. If you forget me, is that a threat, Leo?
Or Theo? Girl, what are you doing? She was more than willing to give up her audience of 9 million people for this surgery. She's irresponsible with her platforms.
9 million? Sam keeps saying 9 million, but I know I just started it. I know. I'm sorry. But even on TikTok, she's only got like 8.2. Yeah, 8.5 million followers. That's on TikTok. I guess if you round up. Or you can do like Anna does and just add them all together and treat them as if they're all the same. I haven't seen some of these. Oh yeah, her what I eat in a day bullshit video. Sure, Anna. Maybe I should be watching Anna videos, but anyway. Alright, anyway.
And in my opinion, it's only getting worse with time.
Hey, K-Buns made it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam, and I am so glad to have you all here again with me this week. If you are new here, and this is the first time you are seeing my face, welcome. I make weekly videos dissecting internet nonsense, so if you're into that type of thing, or you like today's video, I hope that you'll consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and make sure you never miss another upload from me. You know, sometimes making content on a weekly basis is difficult for me. It's really all I have time for capacity-wise, but it kind of makes me feel like I'm perpetually behind, because the internet moves swiftly.
I felt this one when she said it, because like I've been trying to put videos out like once a day except on Sundays, and I think I might have to like pull back from that schedule some. But at the same time, when Sam puts videos out, same thing with Colin, because both of them put out videos kind of like once a weekish, and when they do, they're good videos, you know. And I'm kind of like, maybe I should pull back a little bit just so I can make a better video, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
But sometimes it works to my advantage because I will watch something, I'll have a sneaking suspicion that something else is going on or that there's more to a story, and then I'm kind of forced, based on my weekly schedule, to be patient, which is not a thing that I am naturally. And that's exactly what happened to me this week. So I'm sure you've guessed it by now, we are going to be talking today about none other than the Queen of Confidence herself, Anna O'Brien, also known as Glitter and Lasers. And I know it's been a while since we've talked about Anna here on the channel, but the thing is, I have found that you don't really have to watch Anna super closely because inevitably, at least one time a year, she's gonna do a sit-down video where she just tells on herself all over the place. And that's exactly what's happened recently, and then it's only spiraled into more mess since then. It's a new year, but it's the same old Anna. She's still lying to and manipulating her audience.
Sam's right though, when she said that I had that realization. I was just like, I'm always worried about falling behind on Anna because Anna she posts a lot and she likes to post in platforms where things vanish after a certain amount of time, or she'll just straight delete things. So I'm always like worried about staying on top of Anna, but at the same time, like I'm thinking back to in between Anna's big sagas, you know, there's not really a whole lot going on. So you really can just kind of like sit back and relax with Anna. It's kind of like with Amber right now, who, whatever, but hey, Christina's here. Hello. Hope everyone is doing well today. Well, mostly. There's nothing wrong with me. I just don't feel good. Bimbo. Hello. Megan 8. I think I caught you. I think I said hi.
While clickbaiting her own health. If you're not a regular watcher of Anna, since the beginning of 2024, she has been working in more and more content regarding her lipedema and her search for treatment of her condition. In April 2024, she posted that she was going to get lipedema surgery. It's my opinion that Anna's surgery arc is going to be her most problematic yet. She has only given us a taste of what's to come, but there is so much to unpack here. There were really two things that caught my attention this time around and made me feel like, okay, it's time to talk about this because it's getting a little troublesome. The first is the most obvious, and it's a classic thing that Anna does, and that's clickbaiting her health. But in addition,
Dang it.
It's my opinion that Anna's surgery arc is going to be her most problematic yet. She has only given us a taste of what's to come, but there is so much to unpack here. There were really two things that caught my attention this time around and made me feel like, okay, it's time to talk about this because it's getting a little troublesome. The first is the most obvious, and it's a classic thing that Anna does.
There you go. That's what I wanted. I've seen... No, I haven't. She does... Remember, Anna doesn't cry a lot, you guys. She's not a crier. Anna's words. I haven't seen this one, and I haven't seen this one. But I've seen all the rest of these. I actually kind of sort of like that shirt, by the way. Because I always say how much I don't like her clothing. I feel like I have to find something. Tommy girl. Wow. Fairy fairy. Oh. Hey, Sarah Normal. Will we ever find out if Anna's more addicted to food or attention? Oh, that's right. I actually kind of forgot that Amber has a new girlfriend. Oh yeah, and they were supposed, but it's not the end of the month, is it? They were supposed to get together at the end of the month, so. Half the house is feeling off today. Maybe it's just the weather then, because this heat wave is just ridiculous. So. Right, Theo, Boogie and the cancer thing. I was thinking about tackling that. I don't know. I think it's that's so gross to me.
And that's clickbaiting her health.
But anyway,
But in
back to Anna.
addition to clickbaiting her health this time, there were more obvious manipulations at play, and I want to start with those. First, when she published her I Need Surgery video, she started it with very dramatic music and long black screen pauses that led to clips where she was her most emotional. I would play it for you as a clip, but it's over 2 minutes long.
Literally everyone I've watched who's reacted to that video has bitched about the beginning of it because it is so, if you can get through it, it's 2 minutes long. And that's just the intro to the video, right? When I first watched that one, I thought that was the video and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be impossible to watch. But no, it's just the first 2 minutes of the intro.
It's very drawn out. And again, she's only highlighting those moments where she's overly emotional in that video. Within the first few minutes of this video, after that long, emotional, drawn out, dramatized introduction, Anna really takes a second to make sure that her audience is reminded that she has to do this video the way she is because her haters and their criticism are the reason that she can't be honest with them.
I'm having surgery to address my lipedema. And I felt like I needed to come and just explain why and how I got to this point. About 2 years ago, I started talking about my health journey. And in the beginning, I was really open about everything going on. But as time went on, there was just so much criticism and it affected my mental health. And I also was afraid that I would start making decisions based on what people thought of me versus what was actually best for me. So I decided at that point to pull back and to allow myself the time to make the right decisions.
I can maybe look into Boogie. I can maybe look at some compilations and stuff of his. I know he's kind of like loud. I don't know why he'd be any different than any of the other girls. Like any of the other. Is Boogie part of Girl World or does Boogie have his own little world? Is Boogie an actual lolcow or is he just Boogie?
And that with the intention of maybe not ever sharing it. But now I feel a responsibility to share it.
And listen, before we get too far, I feel like I just need to let people know I'm not completely heartless here. I promise I'm not. I'm honestly glad that Anna is seeking a treatment that she believes will help her with her pain. I live with chronic pain, not the same chronic pain that Anna does, and I had surgery to get rid of that chronic pain, and it was the best thing I've ever done for myself. So I do honestly hope that Anna gets what she's searching for, because it's worthwhile, and it could actually change her life. Now, with that said, I still have a hard time with Anna when she does these sit-down sort of like heartfelt videos, because every single time she does one of these, what she wants us to believe, what she wants her audience to walk away with, is this belief that criticism actually gets to her, and it breaks her down and it makes her make decisions that are bad for herself. But there's video evidence that says otherwise. We have seen Anna get criticized so heavily, and yet she persists. As an example, just this year, Anna received so much backlash for saying that she was going to run a 5K because people thought that she shouldn't be running at her size. And I'm not here to agree or disagree, but despite all of that criticism, Anna still did it.
Ren. She ran a 5K. Look at her running, guys. She's like a gazelle, galloping across the great and vast fields. Snowflake, I thought he did a series. I know he has recently done a video. He did one where it was like maybe Boogie had faked cancer, question mark, and then not too long after that, I saw somebody else who was like, hey, Boogie totally faked cancer. And then Snowflake put out a video that said Boogie faked cancer. So I need to check those out because I think that's gross. Ren. But yeah, how does he still have a fandom? Like, I remember, I didn't watch him when he did the Francis stuff, but I remember the Francis stuff being really popular because my friends at the time would like quote it and stuff. But and I mean, it's not unfunny, but he doesn't do that anymore.
We also have seen how she responds to criticism, which is to tell people to unfollow her.
Here's the deal. I am done apologizing for the everyday things I do in my life.
You don't apologize ever. You didn't even apologize when you changed the name of your last video. You were just like, oh, I didn't realize this would make people mad. Lol.
So if you don't like what I'm eating, don't follow me. If you don't like what I'm wearing, don't follow me. If you don't like what I've linked to or how I've linked to or what method I've used to link it, don't follow me. If you don't like me pursuing my health, don't follow me. If you think I'm too fat, don't follow me. If you think I'm too thin, don't follow me. If you think I exercise too much, don't follow me. If you think I do my exercises wrong, don't follow me. If you think that I should be doing more exercises, don't follow me. If you think I should be doing less exercises, don't follow me. If you think that I should wear bigger clothing, don't follow me. If you think I should be wearing smaller clothing, don't follow me. If you just don't like what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, don't follow me.
I have to follow you because if somebody doesn't criticize you, you get away with shit. And I don't like it that you're getting away with shit.
It's really that simple. I'm not bringing joy to your life, and you're certainly not bringing joy to mine, so just don't follow me. And for those of you who stick around and know that I'm imperfect and I'm gonna make the best choices I can, and you find joy in what I create, thank you. You freaking rock.
Or to make videos making fun of her comment section.
And with all the weights you want, should be your cardio.
I'm sorry, this guy's funny.
Cardio for your heart and your joints should be swimming.
Yeah, I have Sam sped up, and Sam speeds up Anna's videos, so the Anna parts might be a little hyperactive, and it's not Anna's fault. Well, Ruby, she'll never have no followers, because I'm convinced she buys them, so she'll always have some followers. Whether they're real people or not's another story, but she will always have numbers.
No matter how much cardio you do, if your diet's not on point.
He just starts doing push-ups.
You know, your diet doesn't even matter if you're not getting enough sleep.
And then he steals her banana.
You know, it doesn't matter how much you sleep if you're not lifting weights.
And even as I was getting ready for this video, Anna was getting a lot of heat online about crying over a bagel in New York City. Yes, I know there's more to the story than that.
K-Buns, you can blame Anna for anything, I suppose. Doesn't mean it's her fault, but you can totally blame her. If only she could run as fast as she talks. K-Buns, I don't force you. I don't take... Am I forcing people here? Right, Boo Squeezy. Foodie always says, stop following me, and then gets mad that people stop following her. No, it's not Anna's body's fault. It's Jessica Simpson's fault, you guys.
This was her response.
Oh my god. So I didn't at first realize that these bagels that she's got and she's so smugly eating as if she's like accomplished something in life. These are from a competitor of Tompkins Bagels. This isn't from the company that she's slandered online. This is from a competitor. They sent these to her after seeing the videos and seeing the backlash she got. And she doesn't even mention their name in the video in this clip. You have to read the little part that's attached to it, and she doesn't even mention them until the end of the little rant that she has, that they're the ones that sent it to her. She is absolutely horrible at telling people where she gets her free shit from. Like, I don't know why she's so bad at it. Like, it's like she's ashamed or something, or I don't know. Or she wants all of the attention on her and doesn't want her sponsors, because this is basically sponsored bagels. These people sent her free bagels hoping that she'd mention them, and she does in the last like sentence of her 2-paragraph write-up on this video here. Which, by the way, is gone off of Instagram. Oh man, I haven't been on Twitter in years. The pumpernickel is the gothic. I'm not saying the bagels aren't. I mean, they do sound good. That's something I would eat. Yeah, the bagel seller got nothing out of this. I just need 8 hours of sleep, Theo. I don't need to be swole. I just want to be rested. Maybe that's my problem. I didn't really sleep well last night.
It's so obvious to me when I watch Anna's content that criticism doesn't really actually bother her or get to her at all. And it doesn't
Exactly, Mike. You understand. Jessica Simpson controls the universe.
affect the way she makes her content or what she decides to do. In my opinion, the only thing that guides her and helps her make decisions, whether they're beneficial to her or not, are sponsorship dollars and brand deals. Over the last year,
That she quite regularly doesn't mention.
as we will see in a second,
Hello, miscellaneous cell. That's funny. And grab the popcorn.
these things, getting sponsorships and working with brands, did not stop her from doing things, even if they were actively not in her best interest. A good example of this is her promoting high-impact workouts for Copilot.
Hello, cat. I'm glad everybody's catching alive. I'm very, very early today. She has no idea why she was having flare-ups around this time, you guys. Like, she doesn't know why her lipedema was flaring up at this time.
And eating high-protein junk food snacks.
This is my snack basket.
Well, and I love yams, so... Oh, it's everything but yams. I still like yams. Telemarketers. Oh yes, the infamous snack basket. Just a modern girl living in a protein Christmas wonderland. Can't wait to try the holiday flavors. Ugh. Notice that she's wearing a Quest t-shirt and holding Quest snacks. So she was... When I first did this, everybody was speculating on if she was sponsored by Quest or not. And I'm like, no, surely not. Because I hadn't quite dialed into her number yet. But yeah, she was 100% sponsored by Quest. Here's something, though, to look at. First off, the red hoodie that she has on in the picture where she's holding the basket, that's a dress. But more importantly, look at how thin her shoulders and her neck and just her overall form is. Like, she's got a waistline even in the long-sleeved red shirt, Quest shirt here. Compare that to her form today, post-surgery even. She's gained so much weight back. And this is when she was taking the Wegovy. So that just tells you how much weight she dropped doing the Wegovy. And then to claim that in January, even though she was punishing herself by over-exercising and cutting her calories severely and still taking the Wegovy, she just stopped losing weight.
And this is just some of my snacks. So one of the things I do that's kind of, because I am really obsessed with this, like snacking is really important to me, is I rotate snacks. That way I never get tired of something.
I think
Grab the popcorn, you watch the video and you are stage 4, and you do the compression and the pumps. Yeah, I mean, going off of what I watched from, Jordan Underwood, who Sam does mention eventually. Jordan had to do their treatment for 23 hours out of the day. Like, they made a big deal over the fact that, like, they were only allowed to be outside of their compression wraps for like an hour, and that hour that they were out of them, they had to be in a pool because the water mimicked the compression. So, yeah, Anna's story is just bullshit. Are you guys talking about the Quest ones? I still say they're awful. She hasn't addressed the... No, she did say she was regaining weight when she was crying in her hotel room. She didn't mention how much weight she had regained, but she clearly regained. Snaggy is really important to me. No shit. Yeah. I don't know if that's something I would say online. Yeah, I like a savory sweet potato. I see that we're discussing sweet potatoes, so... See what you did here, everything but the yams. Snack basket that needs to be rotated. Do we not remember her snackle box? What she had is called... It's called debunking? That's a weird name for it. Quest chips do taste like sand. Yeah, do you mean bunking or bulking? Because debunking is also fun. I think that's neat that they would call it that. Yeah, no, I mean, it's okay, Hannah, if you didn't catch it, because she mentions it pretty damn quick and then does not come back to it.
I think the thing for me is, by now we all know that nothing is going to come between Anna and a sweet, sweet paycheck or a free trip or a discount of some kind, right? We all collectively know that's what she's working towards. It's the way she does things. It's become predictable at this point. But she wants us to believe that she now has a responsibility to her audience. Another obvious manipulation tactic in a lot of these newer videos is the crying.
That's the thing, Kat, though. And hello, Faithful. I saw you jump in. Like, she talks about snacking like she's a heavy lifter who needs to make sure to get their protein intake. I watch not just Jakara. Excuse me. I watch other bodybuilders. They don't snack. They may eat more meals in a day than the average person, you know, but they don't snack typically. They eat whole ass meals to get their protein in, and they might do like protein shakes and that kind of stuff, but they don't snack.
There's a lot of waterworks, and this is the most egregious example that I have.
This is pure 100% unadulterated manipulation, and she's bad at it. Excuse me. Cheese balls. I was never a Cheesy Poof fan. Snackle boxes are showing up in rogue posts. Well, they're a real thing, Amber Soul. I saw them at TJ Maxx, and they are literally called snackle boxes, and I thought that was weird. But as BJ pointed out, they're for toddlers. They're toddler snack boxes. You snack on tuna. I should make some tuna salad. That sounds good. It's like look at how hard she's trying to make it seem like she's being miserable. Who acts like this in real life? No, I'm going to cry. Oh, I'm holding my tears back, you guys. Look how hard I'm holding these back.
That was almost 30 seconds of dead air. There was absolutely no reason for her to leave that in her video, except for pure manipulation. She needs her audience to feel that the criticism is hurting her. Because if they don't feel that, if she's not gotten them all amped up, how will they white knight for her on this journey? If she hadn't come clean in this moment, how would they be able?
I love it. See, this is why I'm saying Sam's done with her shit, because she just straight was like, white knights. All right, then.
To defend her. She's used this video to give them their pitchforks and torches.
Torches! Get your torches! Pitchforks! Can't be an angry mob without pitchforks!
Now, of course, there's more manipulation at play here, but a lot of them lie within the other issues that I already wanted to talk about, so let's go ahead and get into that. The next issue is one that I think is really obvious, and it's also the reason I think people flock to Anna.
Grab the popcorn. You are obviously not as special as Anna is, because Anna's just going to be cured when she's done. Psst. I don't know what's wrong with you. That was sarcasm, by the way, in case anybody needed to know. Hello. I want to say Michelle, but I don't think that's right. Mike? Is that a way to say Mike? I love the way Sam edited this to show how bad the faking is. Yeah, and keep in mind, I had that. This is sped up. Sam played that clip where she's just staring off into space in real time. Like, I have Sam sped up. So that clip was actually, like, longer than we sat through it.
The way that they do. And that's her choice to continue to be dishonest about literally everything she does. It's very strange to me.
Yes, lemons are lemoning. That was all dead air.
And it's one of the biggest issues that I have with Anna in general is just that she lies a lot.
Why you always lying?
And I'm not gonna lie.
I love that guy. That guy will never not be funny. Well, okay. That clip will never not be funny. I have no idea who that guy is. Yeah, I know. Gina, thank you. Somebody else really, really early on mentioned that too. And I'm tickled pink. I really am. I watch Jakar pretty regularly, so that's kind of neat to know that she mentioned me. Everybody's mentioning me now. I need to go get a big head. And what do you do when you become famous? Like, I have to go do something really terrible now. And then blame it on Jessica Simpson. I used to eat the little flavored tuna packets as I used to take those for my lunch out in the field because they were, well, they're shelf stable and they hold up to the heat pretty well. I think liposuction until I watched Chikara's, she shows a video of the, yeah, I don't know what Anna had done exactly. I don't want to know. Because if it's the procedure that I was thinking it was, which I'm beginning to think it wasn't, they like, I don't want to talk about it, but it sounds really gross. All right. Well, there you go, Saucy Bun. I'm going to go get a dozen donuts. I'm going to sit here and eat all of them on camera. I would be so sick. Eat all of them on camera, and the entire time I'm going to tell you guys what a healthy queen I am and how these donuts will totally not spike my blood sugar. Run for office. I ain't touching politics this year. I'm going to pretend like they don't exist.
Why? When I saw this in her video, it made my cynical little heart skip a beat.
I have lost about 100 pounds. And in January, I stopped losing weight.
She loses weight like Amber loses weight. She's 100 pounds down from her heaviest weight. God only knows what that was. And that's the other thing. Anna never tells, we don't know what Anna weighs. Anna never mentions her weight ever. She could tell us she's 200 pounds down. We have absolutely no way of proving her right or wrong. Oh, it's Mitchie. Mitchie Wee. Haha, I can read. And welcome to the interns. Bwahaha. Hello, Tiny Walnuts. Queen of moderation. Yeah. Thank you, Femery. Thank you, everybody who's going to be a... I really do appreciate it. I really do. Because in all honesty, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my members and my subscribers and everybody else who just kind of lurks and watches too. I appreciate all of y'all as well. How do you do, fellow kid? Was that Anna? Oh, that was Anna, BJ. That was at the beginning of Anna's, like, I have lipedema flare-up story where Anna claimed that she gained like 40 pounds in, 24-ish hours. And people were like, that's called heart failure. You should go to the doctor.
I was taking Wegovy. I know I've never talked about my medication before, but it is important to the story.
Boom, baby!
All right, sorry, but I had to go ahead and include that because one of my biggest issues has been Anna's just dishonesty and lack of transparency about her use of weight loss drugs. We've known for over a year that Anna's been taking weight loss drugs, despite the fact that she has never said that across her platforms until right now.
April Lauren's gaining weight? Surely not. It's too soon after the surgery. She's only 2 months out. And she had a very invasive surgery done. I'll have to check in on April. She has a diving video that I actually wanted to watch.
And how do we know that? Because she was a paid spokesperson for Novo Nordisk, and they made ads, and they made a podcast that she was actively part of, and it was published on the internet where people could see it. Like, I just stumbled.
It was published on the internet where people can see it. That's why I love Sam. She and I have the same dry sense of humor.
Across the ad on Reddit, and I screenshotted it because I was like, oh, that's interesting because she's losing all this weight, but she's not told people she's using a weight loss drug.
Wait, Hannah, are you talking about, oh, you're talking about April using her highest weight. Yeah, April, I think that's what you're talking about. If you're wrong, feel free to correct me and I'll try to address it. Anyway, I remember April's got her highest weight ever, and then she has her weight before the surgery listed. I think she's just, I'm being charitable here. I think April's just reminding herself of how big she got before that weight loss surgery. So, you thought her first name was Lauren? No, it's her last name actually, which is, I think her name's really pretty actually. Maybe she started and stopped the Wegovy a couple times. Yeah, Saucy, I got premium so that I could listen to YouTube music without ads.
That's how we know. As I watched this video, I realized that Anna's still not getting it. Her taking a weight loss drug is not the problem. It's her purposeful omission that she's taking a weight loss drug while promoting weight loss content that is the problem. Especially when you consider that the place she is posting that and providing that message the most to her audience is on TikTok, where she has 9 million young likely female subscribers.
8.5, but, you know, whatever. It's close enough. I'll let it slide. I use a rowing machine too, Gonzo, and I mean, it's not a magical wand. They don't have premium with the YouTube TV subscription? That seems... Well, yeah, because they want you to watch the ads there. I think that's what happened, K-Buns. I think, not April, I think Anna had to stop taking the Wegovy, not because of the surgery. I think Anna had to quit taking Wegovy because she stopped getting sponsored by them. She didn't have to stop taking it. She just stopped getting it for free. And Anna doesn't pay for anything, so.
The other thing for me here,
Morning, Stevie.
that honestly just makes my life is that I called this out so long ago, and since that point in time, every single time a follower of Anna stumbles across my video, they comment and they gaslight me so hard and say, no, she's already posted this. She's already told her YouTube audience. People on TikTok know that she's taking these weight loss drugs. Every single time that that happened to me, I responded and asked those people to come at me with receipts. Show me where. In which YouTube video did she say this? Where has this been posted on TikTok? And you know what they never come with is receipts. And now we've heard from the source herself.
Oh, well, Hannah, I guess maybe Lauren's her middle name? That would make more sense, honestly. Lauren's not that common of a last name. I think Wegovy dropped her because she refuses to acknowledge that she's taking it. And so she doesn't give any of her weight loss credit to the Wegovy, which would be the point. Like, they want to show a morbidly obese woman melting away so that they can be like, look how great our drug works. And then Anna doesn't talk about it. So there's no way to make the connection between her weight loss and the Wegovy. And so they're not getting any of the exposure they were wanting out of it.
That she has never disclosed this on YouTube, and she's also never disclosed it on TikTok. So I was right. Anna had not let a majority of her audience know that she was doing this because she's irresponsible with her platforms. And in my opinion, it's only getting worse with time. Now, this next bit of dishonesty had me a little bit floored because during her I Need Surgery video, she told us this.
But I think you need to see somebody about your lipedema before we make any big decisions. And I was like, okay. And I literally just felt like they're going to tell me the same things that I've heard from every doctor, and I've heard about my lipedema.
She was in the commercial, but she never mentioned she was taking the drug, though, miscellaneous cell. She has only twice mentioned that she was taking a weight loss drug was the first time, and the second time here very recently she mentioned that the Wegovy quit working. I think it's even this video. This might be the clip, actually. And those are the only two times she has ever mentioned even being close, even adjacent to a weight loss drug. Which, I mean... I think it's absolutely ridiculous. If you need to take Wegovy, take Wegovy. It's fine. It's the same thing with weight loss surgery. If that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. Oh no, Hellfire's here. Now the cats are going to come out of the hiding. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. So what should Jen? It's like regular cable TV. Yeah, I don't have YouTube TV because I don't watch TV. I really only watch YouTube for ASMR videos, don't ask, this stuff, and YouTube music. So. Oh yeah, K-Buns. And then there's that.
Lipedema from my obesity specialist, which was who I was seeing, my vascular surgeon because of like my spider veins and circulatory issues as a result of lipedema, also from my primary care doctor. And I just felt like it was going to be like the dry brushing, the self-lymphatic massage, wearing
thanks, very, very good luck.
Compression socks, compression pants if I can find ones that fit me correctly, which I couldn't at the time, changing my diet, which I'd already done, exercising, maybe reducing the high impact stuff. Like I knew that that's what I was going to hear, and so I didn't expect anything different.
Notice the way that she describes it and the language that she's using here. The way she's saying she did not want to listen to more doctors drone on and on and on and tell her the same things all over again. That she should be using compression socks, dry brushing, and doing a manual lymphatic massage. I'm not even kidding. I had like a That's So Raven flashback moment to Jordan Underwood when he was talking about the things that he was told he should do for his lipedema before he then admitted that he had not done them. Notice how she didn't say she didn't want to listen to them drone on and on.
And the thing to take away from Jordan Underwood is after Jordan had their meltdown, Jordan went on to do all of the things that the doctors told them to do. He started using the compression wraps. He started doing exercise. He went on an anti-inflammatory diet to the point where their friends were making fun of him for doing it. Like, it was ridiculous. But the end result was Jordan's legs, the fluid buildup in Jordan's legs went away. Well, yeah, no, I mean, it went away. After the wrapping, like, they progressed with their wrapping from the lower leg to the upper leg. And they were showing, I remember watching the clip where they were showing that they were progressing from the lower to the up. They were going to do a full leg wrap, basically. And their lower leg looked like a lower leg. Like, they no longer have that tube, because that's kind of one of the things about the lympholipoedema is it, like, creates, like, this tube. And then it cuffs. It does what they call cuffing, where the skin basically, it's so plumped up, it just kind of, like, overflows the ankle. It's not like a cankle. It just literally overflows it. And Jordan's leg had gone back to looking like my leg. Well, not as skinny, but you guys get my drift. And so then they were progressing on to doing their upper leg. And Jordan does a lot of basically nude posing. So you get to see what their leg looks like a lot. And after they started doing the upper leg wrapping for, I want to say a month or so, it just started to look like a normal-ish leg, right? So my point is that Jordan proves that it works. Anna's never done any of that. Excuse me again. Yeah, exactly. Well, Sam gets to that, K-Buns. Yeah, Jordan and Anna both drink a lot of Starbies. Yeah, well, I noticed that Jordan was starting to regain some of the weight that they had lost. Not that they had lost a crap ton, but they did lose quite a bit. It's Mephistopheles.
Because she was already doing those things.
The devil's in my chat.
I flagged that in my brain. And then a few days later, Anna posted this.
My name is Anna, and if you're new here, I have lymphedema, and I'm having surgery on it in 6 days. So, one of the things you have to get for surgery is compression socks, and I am literally living in a compression sock hell right now. So, I ordered 5 pairs of this brand, used my measurements, they should have fit.
We have no idea who this brand is.
Do they fit? Of course not. I mean, I'm bummed, because I really want to wear those during surgery. So, part of the problem is when you have lymphedema legs, this part doesn't, like, come in like a normal cap. It's just, like, straight up and down.
Anna's lower legs, I'm not saying there isn't some lipedema in there, maybe. Anna's lower legs look like what you would get from someone who didn't have lipedema and you added 400 pounds to their frame. Like, there's nothing... Anna's lower legs don't look like lipedema legs. Her thighs and her hips and her butt, she likes to call it her butt shelf, 100%, you know? But her sitting here trying to tell me that her lower leg has the lipedema in it, I'm just like, I guess? Also, why I'm not so sure about her, like, she keeps saying that she's stage 4, and I'm just like, I mean, I guess. But the more she talks about this Roxbury Institute, which is where she got all of these diagnoses from, the more I'm just kind of like, okay, I mean, if that's what you got to put down on the insurance papers, I suppose, but, I mean, I got eyeballs.
So then I ordered these, which I've worn, and they've been fantastic. They're great for summer, but they are not the right weight for surgery. You need 20 meg to 30 meg. If you don't know what that is, either did I. I don't even know what it is I'm buying, but I have to buy them. So then I got...
Yeah, exactly, Lee. Anna's tried all this stuff the way Amber's tried every diet. No, it's not you, Mephistopheles. You are correct. We'll get to that in Colin's video, actually. Colin points that stuff out. Hey, Midori Gale's here. She definitely doctor shops miscellaneous cell. She kind of admits to it.
These! And I figured for today's little vlog we could try them on, because if these don't fit, I'm in trouble.
And my immediate first thought when I saw this is if Anna had been wearing compression garments this whole time since the start of her lipedema journey and since doctors have been telling her to do that, this video wouldn't need to exist of her shopping around and buying different brands to find out what fits and what she likes. She would already know if she had been doing it. But wait, there's more. In a newer video Anna posted just this week, she posted clips of a doctor asking her about conservative measures she's taken so far. And actually, before I even get to that clip really quick, I just need to interject here to say, the first title of this new video was I Can't Walk Anymore. That's right. Anna thought that this was the perfect clickbait title for her to use after she just got done telling her audience in a prior video that it took 3 doctors telling her that she was about to lose her mobility for her to go ahead and act on the situation. She thought now was the time to clickbait that. She changed it really quickly after getting immediate backlash from people who are actually living with disabilities and cannot walk.
Mitch, the thing with so here's my theory. I still think Anna's getting free or reduced cost surgery at this point. I'm thinking probably more like free. But I think Anna wanted that clip in there, A, because that person tells you, oh, you've been doing all the things, Anna, you poor, poor baby. And the other thing is that she wanted it to look like she was going through the insurance application process. But the thing is she talks about how she's already off the Wegovy and off of her anti-inflammatories or whatever else she was taking when she's doing that assessment, which would mean she's 2 weeks out, or she's somewhere within that 2 weeks away from surgery moment, because she's in New York. She went from New York to LA to get the surgery done. So she's getting this assessment done right before she has surgery. So the surgery's already scheduled. She already knows she's going in to have surgery done. Okay? So why is the assessment so late in that process? Like, you know, now granted I had something completely different done, but like before my surgery was scheduled, I had all kinds of shit done. The 2 weeks leading up to my surgery was the 2 weeks where nothing occurred, you know, because all of the ducks were already in a row. All I had to do was basically go off of all medications, caffeine, and no blood thinners. I couldn't even have fish oil, you know, and mine, I just had a DNC, you know. But Anna had, the way Anna's talking about the surgery process and that particular evaluation that she had done with the OT person, that was occurring right before the actual surgery. It makes no sense timeline-wise. Does their insurance company not see these videos? That's a good question, lady. Our insurance company might be paying some of it, but not all of it. Well, here's the thing, Saucy Bun. Jordan Underwood said they were stage 4, and I believe them. Snack casket. Oh, Hellfire's trying to catch up. We do have Satan and Hellfire Boof Squeezy. Good catch. Eula. That's cute. Did you get weight loss surgery or liposuction as well? No, I had a DNC. I said it was a completely different surgery. But they do kind of do the exact same thing before all surgeries, because the anesthesiologist doesn't want to have to deal with weird shit. So they're just like, stop taking all of your meds. Okay. If she's paying for it, Miss Jellyfish, she's not paying for the full price. There's just no way. Hey, Renata's here. Those MPs require more than that. More likely this place is out. That's my thing, Renata. Like, this is such a specialized thing. I feel like this would be... You'd have to pay for it out of pocket. Kelly. Sort of. Hey, textbook's here. Yeah, textbook. You're with me. Sorry, guys. Yes, Haley, that the Bagel Gate occurred right before, because she flew from New York to LA, and she wasn't in New York that long. It's very, yeah, they told me that too. I was like, I'm a very boring person. You don't have to worry about that. Cloak Uncloak, do we think she's going to continue with the liposuction? I don't know. I think it's kind of like the Wegovy arc. I think if they continue to help her pay for it or pay for it themselves, I think she'll keep going for it. But I think as soon as she has to pay for it herself, she'll find some reason for why she can't continue it. It's like Amber. The assessment was only for her documentation of the process. Yeah, BJ, because it doesn't make any sense.
You can't even make this stuff up. Girl, what are you doing? All right, back to this doctor and asking Anna about conservative measures.
I wanted to
Water.
ask you, have you been doing any kind of conservative therapy? I'm sure you have conservative therapy as far as for your lymphatics, MLD, the
I'm not entirely sure what this woman's name is, but it's not Dr. David Amron. That's her actual doctor.
pump, anything like that?
I don't have the pump, so because I was losing weight, I wore like full compression for a while, but then I basically sized out of it,
Okay.
and then I had a problem.
The thing, though, Celeste, is not the crying over the bagel part. That was just the cherry on top, and I'll stand by. You should not put that on the internet. I don't care why you're crying over the fucking bagel. Her behavior in that video is just atrocious in general.
Finding gear that actually fit.
Okay.
So it was on my list to purchase new gear or get custom gear made.
Yeah.
And now I'm going into surgery, so it's kind of a moot point.
Sure.
Do you wear compression?
Why is it a moot point? You're going into surgery. Why do you have to stop wearing your compression garments because you're going into surgery? Like, that didn't make sense to me. You would think going into surgery, you would be even more important for you to be wearing compression garments that fit.
Socks a lot anytime, especially now in the summer because it's so much worse.
Mhm.
I know how to do basic lymphatic massage on myself and dry brushing.
Again, did you notice how Anna responded to the question? Her immediate response was a denial to using the leg pumps. She does not have them at all. Then she said, I wear compression gear in the summer when the swelling is worse. Then she said, I know how to do the lymphatic massage and the dry brushing. Knowing how to do and doing them, two completely different things.
That's what I said. I'm glad Sam said it too. The fake crying over the new bag. I think she was genuinely upset. I don't know if she was crying level upset, but yeah, uncloak. She thinks it's a magical solution, kind of like she did with the Wegovy. She thought she could out eat the Wegovy and it wouldn't cause any issues, which it clearly did. Ruby Tuesday, yes. Because she's going to be so much smaller afterwards. I think it's Sam gets into this too.
Did you catch the language there? Then, following this little conversation, Anna made sure to clip this part into the video.
It helps a little, but I wouldn't say that's like a magical cure.
Looks like you've done all of those things. Oh gosh, you've like done everything. You've done everything.
What do you mean?
Meaning like you've done every conservative measure. Like you've done the dry brushing, the self MLD. Don't have the pump yet, but you're working on that. You've been wearing compression. You've been exercising. You've been doing the diet. Like you've done everything right.
And this was the moment I went, okay, I can't get behind these doctors anymore. This clinic, I can't. I'm sorry. I've worked really hard not to be a dick about this and be like, oh, I want to see their credentials. I'm not saying he didn't earn that DR in front of his name. I'm just saying after he earned that, he clearly went a different route.
So that's good news.
Crazy. Good job, Anna. You really stuck it to the haters. You really made us eat our words with this one. You got a doctor to say exactly what you needed them to say.
I don't think that person was the doctor.
So that you could post it online and make everyone shut up. The only problem, though, is your content still shows the exact opposite of what you just said to this doctor. Because here's the thing, and I'm going to use the compression gear as an example. She keeps saying
I'm pretty sure she knew she was being recorded, Saucy Bun, because part of working with Anna, or part of Anna working with the Roxbury Clinic, was that they would allow her to record. She stated that in one of her earlier videos when she announced that she was getting the surgery done. Yes, very fairy.
Already been using the compression gear, and she wears compression socks a lot. But Anna also posts a lot of
Wow, really textbook. Wow.
videos of her daily life, of her walking when she's traveling, full body shots of her doing workouts, and we have yet to see the compression gear make a regular appearance on her channel. And yet, she used all of this to come to this conclusion.
It helped me be so confident going into that surgery that this was my only option, that there was no more conservative treatments, that there was no magic from Wegovy, that like this had to be dealt with.
No magic from Wegovy. Interesting choice of words, Anna.
I'm gonna say this as nicely as I can. I'm getting so frustrated with Anna here, but this is not the slam dunk argument that she thinks that it is. Because essentially she's saying, see, I'm not a crazy person. Conservative treatments are not gonna help me, so I have to go through surgery. And while that might be true, let's just take a second to look at this just a little bit harder, okay? We're gonna just bring a magnifying glass to the table. The reason that conservative treatments are no longer an option is because when those conservative treatments were given to her originally, her condition was still in a state that would benefit from those conservative treatments, and they would have helped her slow the progressing of her condition. She did not put those into place. She ignored doctors and continued upon her merry way. All the while, her condition is worsening. We've seen it, and she said she has stage 4 lipedema now. Of course the conservative treatments aren't going to work. They were supposed to work to stop you from getting to this point.
This is the only thing I like have a mild disagreement with, is that Sam's saying that like the conservative treatments don't work because Anna's at stage 4. They'll still work, and they'll still improve the situation because, again, Jordan Underwood. I keep going back to him because he's the first one I followed on this, and the only person I really follow. Jordan stated that they were stage 4. Actually, originally Jordan stated that they were stage 5, but amended it to stage 4. But either way, all Jordan has had is these treatments. Jordan hasn't had the surgery. So I don't even know if Jordan wants the surgery. And from just these treatments, Jordan basically shrunk their legs back down. Now, granted, it's all fluid, but that's kind of the point. And Anna admits that she's got lipolipedema. Very, very quickly. You gotta like be listening to hear it, but it happens.
And so that's why there are no more conservative treatments left. I feel like this isn't rocket science, but somehow here we are. All right, we have finally made it. We have arrived at what I think is the pinnacle of why Anna's surgery content is so problematic. And in my opinion, that is because I believe that Anna is working with these specific doctors and with this specific treatment center because she's getting some sort of discount or deal, almost like a sponsorship, for doing the surgery and making the posts that she's making. And just like I said with the weight loss drug, it's not the potential brand deal, discount, free surgery that she's getting. It's the fact that she's refusing to be transparent about it that's the problem. I first started to feel like Anna was getting some sort of discount or doing some sort of sponsorship arrangement with these people when she started posting the same videos across all her platforms. Because again, that's very atypical for Anna. She usually segments her audiences and posts content that's just a little bit different on each one. This was the first time we were seeing her post the exact same content across her 3 platforms. Then she posted this.
Mary, Anna made it sound like it was her idea to make all the videos for educational purposes. So that's that. I don't know if the doctor did recommend it, but Sam gets into how they're working with other influencers as well. So this is the dude's MO.
This.
She really does think she's a good actress. She really does. Your emotions are so real, Anna. They're just heart-wrenchingly real.
This was when I felt like I knew that this is what was happening, in my opinion, of course. And even within the comments on this video, like, this is the reason I have a problem with Anna doing things the way that she's doing them. Because someone commented, "How did you even get surgeons to do this?" And Anna responded, "I still don't know, actually. Girl, why does she do this? By now I know that this is her style, but I don't understand why she has to be so shady about literally everything she does. It's so strange to me."
Well, Mitch, that's why we need like multiple channels too, because like Sam and we're gonna watch. Yes, we are. We're gonna watch Colin after Sam, and Sam and Colin and I all caught roughly the same stuff, but Sam caught some stuff that Colin and I didn't catch. Colin caught some stuff that Sam and I didn't catch, or we didn't mention in our videos. I don't know if Sam did or did not catch it. You know, same thing with Colin. But we all have different things that we mention in our videos, even though we are all mostly on the same page. Kind of a thing. When I watch people like this after I've made my video, I'm like, man, I want to make like an amendment to my video because like, yeah, they made a really good point that I completely missed, and I'm just like, you know what? It's easier to just maybe do something like this or tell people to go watch these videos, you know, because Sam with her 38.1k subscribers needs me to shout them out. Colin, however, y'all should go give Colin some love.
Like, I've never, ever stumbled across someone who is just as dishonest for really no reason at all as Anna. Like, it's just, she doesn't have to lie about these things, and yet she chooses to. And I don't, it's hard for
Colin did break down the medication cream, Mitch, and we'll get to that, because I didn't catch that because I don't do homeopathy. I used to be part of a skeptics community, so I'm aware of what homeopathy is and all the bullshit that goes into it. But Colin, like, caught that, and I was like, oh, that's a good one
for me to wrap.
But, you know, and we'll talk about it when we get to Colin's video too. I was wondering, because Anna, before she did one of her this is me prepping for surgery bullshit videos where she has to go buy all these supplements, and like over half of the supplements were herbs. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with taking an herbal supplement. It's just very strange for a doctor in the US to be prescribing that, because we don't do that kind of medicine here. You have to go see somebody who is working outside of traditional medicine typically to get prescription, to get, I don't even know if you really could call it prescription, but to have them suggest that you take an herbal supplement over a straight up medication, right? I've seen doctors prescribe, well, and I've been prescribed iron because I'm mildly anemic. I was definitely anemic back then. But they just told me to get an over-the-counter iron supplement because it wasn't that bad. If it was worse, then they would prescribe me a medical grade one. Those exist, but it's not uncommon. Like, even Amber was told to take vitamin D, just over-the-counter vitamin D, because she's got a vitamin D deficiency. So, you know, they'll do that stuff, but one was like Brumal or something like that. She was just taking a lot of like herbs, which is just strange. And now, then Colin points out the cream that she's taking, the Annika cream, and I was just like, oh, wow.
Wrap my brain around that. It's well known that plastic surgeons do these kind of deals with influencers all the time. They will offer steep discounts or even give free surgeries as long as the influencers agree to post it on their platforms or allow the doctors to do some sort of filming or live during their surgery. And I have seen this so many times, but the one that sticks in my brain and that I have an example of is Brianna from Teen Mom. I think she worked with Dr. Miami and she was getting her butt fixed. And
her butt fixed? All right. Imagine being famous because you were a teen mom. I just wish all of those girls the best. I really do.
And she was going to get a super...
Your GP suggested you take red rice yeast? Are you here in the States, Yulia? Because I'm surprised. Right, exactly, Lee. I'm surprised the doctor didn't have her buy his supplements. Maybe he doesn't have any yet? Well, thank you, Ruby. Big squeezy.
Steep discount if she allowed them to film it, and I think they did like an Instagram live. I remember it was super freaking weird, and I was like, I'm not watching that. Like, who would watch that? But this is not new. So for Anna to just do this thing she always does where she pretends like this is new and no one else has ever done this before and she's such a trailblazer, it's really weird to me. And the weirdness just doesn't end because it was easy to find these doctors that she posted about because she tagged them, and you can click their names and see that they have followings. Yeah, they're not as sizable as Anna's following, but they're there and they're already posting content like this.
I mean, that's a healthy following.
So Anna's not new and she's not some sort of trailblazer. They do this all the time. Also, because as you know, I am both nosy and thorough, I noticed that Anna was using this hashtag #ALTambassador.
I totally use that hashtag on this live, by the way.
And what I find interesting, I've not seen a lot of people talking about this, but when you click on the hashtag itself, not a lot of posts pop up. You really only see that Anna's using it.
Yeah, that's what I noticed when I did the hashtag for it as well, because I wanted to see if they had other people who were their ambassadors. So it looks like either their ambassadors use a different hashtag or they've never hashtagged, or Anna's their first ambassador kind of a thing. But Stevie, you said your GP also said to take red yeast rice. Red? Yeah, I said it right. Red yeast rice for cholesterol. Interesting. The US. Huh. That's very interesting about the red rice yeast. Interesting. You watch 16 and Pregnant more than Teen Mom? I don't understand those shows. It was like I never understood them, so I never watched them. But I've never been a reality television fan, and yet I cannot leave the orbit of Girl World.
But then,
hey, chicken's here.
A light bulb went off in my brain, and I was like, ooh, ALT. She tagged advanced lipedema treatment in one of her other posts where she used this hashtag. Is that what ALT stands for? So I searched advanced lipedema treatment, and bing bang bong, here's the ambassador program. And as I scrolled their page, I found that they had other ambassadors. And get this, they were also influencers. It does appear after...
There's a video to do. Write that down. Here's my phone. Give me a second, I'm having a thought. The sausage in the making. Oh yeah. But you're sorry you watched it now. Rocks. LT. Video. Look up. And done.
Searching these people that Anna's going to be the largest creator they've worked with, at least publicly on social media, when it comes to follower counts. She was more than willing to give up her audience of 9 million people for this surgery. Now, the other one who has a pretty sizable following is an influencer named Allison Jacobs. It seems like they work regularly together. She has a lot of posts, and they have a lot of posts, where she's been featured on podcasts, news segments, and even is posting similar surgery videos to those that Anna is now posting.
They wrap them up like paper mache. Is that really how you do that? I have never had a surgery where I leak afterwards, so I don't know. But I know, like, my grandmother, when she was progressing in, you know, old age, she got some kind of weird infection on her lower legs. It was probably lipedema looking back at it now, but her skin would weep. It would, like... All right, this is a TMI moment, so please, by all means, if you don't like that kind of discussion, put your fingers in your ears and hum for a minute. But, and I'll give it a second. But anyway, her skin would weep. And we didn't use pads like... I mean, we would put this on her chair and on the bed when she would lay down, but we used, like, regular bandaging on her legs to kind of catch the weeping. This just looks weird to me, I guess, is where I'm going with that.
It's my opinion that if Anna has seen this other influencer getting this sort of attention and press, that this alone would make her want to opt in. Because we know from Anna's book and her own mouth that she really wants to be an inspiration to other people. And she's watching in real time this other
Alice, yes, the heat is ridiculous. Just moving, and I haven't left the apartment yet. I'll go out this evening later once it drops below 100. But Ning Ning Nong song. I don't remember that one, Theo. Hey, Perbuck's here. Oh, thank you. It's my dress. I had to have a dress with the floofy sleeves this year. I wanted to look like a piece of blue willow. And then the temperature spiked into the bajillions and it's too hot to wear. Comedian Dario O'Brien has a brilliant bit on homeopathy. What's not funny about homeopathy? Sorry, yeah, you can take your fingers out of your ears now. Colin has a clip from James Randi at the end of his video that we will watch. And, I mean, nobody explains it better than James Randi, so...
influencer get all of the things she has wanted. So why wouldn't she opt in? She wants to be an inspiration to people, and she's already kind of setting this up in that way because she's pre-filming things so she can see her before and after, and she's also kind of disguising this as she's doing it for educational purposes, to make a difference for other people.
Because Anna has to be everybody's hero. That is Anna's goal in life, is to stand out amongst everyone else. Anna wants to not just have existed, Anna wants to be remembered and admired for that existence. The thing is, though, here's the thing. As much as I complain about Anna, and I do, Anna has done so much already, like, with life. And instead of, like, building on that or being open and honest about it. Like, Anna travels. Anna's gotten all kinds of brand deals. Anna had kind of a rough childhood just going off of her book. Like, Anna really has done quite a bit. But this is what she chooses to do with it. She chooses to make videos of her bitching her way through New York because of a bagel. She wants to do these, I'm sorry, basically fraudulent videos for liposuction. It's just like, Anna's gone places and seen things and participated in events that the rest of us are just kind of like, wow, that would be kind of nice to do maybe before I die, kind of a thing. And Anna, like, she's been on vacation this entire fucking year, and it's been paid for by everyone else. Like, she had a Disney cruise, she had a Virgin Mobile cruise, it was Virgin Cruises. She went on some other boat cruise to the Virgin Islands. Like, and everybody's paying for this stuff. And each one of those, she's fucking miserable. She got to go to, like, Finland last year for free. Just because. You know, it's like, and this is what she does with it. You know?
And as I said before, Anna, since that original sit-down video about her needing surgery, she has launched a full-scale social media campaign. She has gone all out. At this point, she's got 10 plus shorts and multiple videos about her surgery posted across all of her platforms, which again is a thing we have not seen her do unless it benefits her monetarily. It's my opinion that everything Anna does is a manipulation for her own benefit. Everything she does is this way. I think Anna could solve most of her own issues and honestly stop most of the criticisms if she just started being honest all the time instead of only when it lines her pockets. All right, that is all I have for you all today. And
okay, we're gonna stop there because she's just gonna tell people to leave comments. Deborah, I've seen people talking about the stuff she's posting being adult themed, if you will. I don't know. I've never gotten hit with a demonetization because of a word that I have said. It's usually the music. But anyway, my point is yeah, I've seen several people now mentioning that the kind of stuff she's been posting is very fetishy. I don't know. I'm not from that end of the fetish community, so I wouldn't know, but there are some people who might, if they care to share. That is not requesting people to do so if they don't feel like they want to. That's perfectly fine as well. She reminds me of cult leaders. Anna? Oh my god, let's please no. On the bright side, she lacks self-awareness, so she'll never feel the regret of not appreciating special experiences. See, that's so sad, though. You know? I don't know if you guys have been following me long enough to know that I went to Salem earlier, but guys, like, that's really cool for me. You know? Being able to go to Salem and be able to, like, spend basically a whole week in Salem, just not only enjoying the wackiness that is Salem, but just in general, like, it's a really pretty area. It was really nice to travel on the train. It was nice to be able, like, I budgeted and saved up for this trip because I knew it was coming. It was nice to be able to go and know that I could spend money there without having to be like, oh shit, how do I buy groceries tomorrow? You know, but these are all things that I had to, like, prep and prepare for. Nobody handed this shit to me, okay? Well, okay, the train ticket my mom paid for, but you know, somebody had to pay for it, right? It's kind of my thing. Like, Anna's just getting handed all of this shit that's effectively free because she's getting handed it by the companies themselves. So it's no skin off their noses. They just write it off on their taxes, you know? And she just doesn't appreciate it. She never says thank you. She barely tells you when she's getting free stuff, which is kind of the point of getting the free stuff. They want you to tell your audience about it. You know, she's just, I can't imagine, or maybe she's just so used to getting free shit at this point that it just doesn't hit her radar that people want her to be their advertiser. And I don't know, maybe like the Roxbury Clinic has made a bigger impression on her that yes, indeed, you do need to tell people that you are working with us and that you are having this done and you need to be sharing this on all of your platforms or no free surgery for you, kind of a thing. Maybe they saw how she just totally, like, ghosted Wegovy or Novo Nordisk And they were like, yeah, we're not going to do that. You either tell people you're having the surgery or you're not getting it at all, kind of a thing. What are we doing here, Michi? Glitter and Lazer's travel. It's Glitter and Lazer's Adventures if you're looking for her travel channel. And she hasn't posted in 9 months, I think. Going on a year at this point. I think her subs on her travel channel are actually more accurate to her real viewership, her real influence. Hey, Common Sense is back. Common Sense. No, Haley, she does not take criticism well. She has stated in her book, as I've mentioned a million times at this point, that any form of criticism is in bad faith and is always mean and bullying, and basically you just shouldn't criticize her. Yes, the Discord. Where is the Discord thing? I have that saved somewhere. All right, let me pull up Colin. The Discord thing. Do 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 do. Ba da ba 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 da ba da da. No, that's a member. No, I think it's in the member so. Hang on, give me a second. I'm doing a thing. You hear noise? It's me doing the thing badly. Has nothing to do with her. Yay! Echo. Everything. Here it is. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. I need to put that in the description too. Can I add things here? Okay. Well, I'll try to remember to do that when I get done here. There we go. Enjoying the food. There we go. All right. That's done now. Okay. What's Aqualung? Sorry, what are we doing? Oh, the Discord link's only good for 7 days. Oops, my bad. Can I have more than one pinned comment? That would be amazing if I could. No. Yes. There we go. Yeah, I don't have a Discord, so if you guys would like to join a Discord in which I tend to lurk, and they gave me my own channel in there because they're very nice people. But if you guys are interested in a Discord experience, Nerfy very kindly has allowed us to use her Discord as well. She's very much into the girl world, so like you'll be able to connect with other girl world aficionados, and there's an Anna channel now for Glitter and Lazer, so you can just continue to talk about all of this fun stuff. So, what are we doing? Yeah, exactly, Mephistopheles. She's always just complaining about her trips and stuff and how she's bad at travel is what she is. Anna got a big boost when she called out the MLM. I don't know if See, I haven't watched a lot of her clothing hauls because I don't like what she wears, so... Mammy Belle, hello! Yeah, well, Mammy. She does have a very self-centered worldview. It's kind of the problem with the frickin' Oh, well, there you go. What Common Sense says, it'll allow you to do a role assign. See, bots are good. The AI is our friend. Would have been a good avenue for Anna to discuss on her channel. Jethro Tull. Look at you, Lee. My first concert was the Rolling Stones, and Counting Crows opened for them. And I was there to see the Counting Crows. But the Rolling Stones were pretty cool too, I guess. Alright, this is Colin. I'm going to speed Colin up a little bit. Not because he talks slow or anything, just because it's a 15-minute video, and that's just what I do. How long have we been on here now? It's an hour and a half. That's not too bad. But Colin makes some really good points, obviously, or else we wouldn't be watching this. But Colin really does clock the, I think it's Arnica cream. I guess if like, because somebody in here said that they were using it as well. I guess if it works for you, that's fine. I use Technu, and it technically falls under, or it puts itself in the category of homeopathy. I don't think that's necessarily why it works, but I mean, I swear by Technu as far as like getting poison ivy off of you, or treating poison ivy once you've got it. So I don't know. But as far as like the rest of the homeopathy things, and I guess that's why it is like with the Technu, it actually works. So I guess maybe the Arnica cream actually works. I don't know what the hell she's using it to do here in the video. She just kind of rubs it on her bruises from the surgery. I don't really know what it's doing. Maybe it's supposed to help with swelling or something. She never really mentions why she puts it on. There we go. Saucy Bun, her fashion sense became more out there with time. Well, that's not surprising. You made the right choice. Well, to be fair, Mitchie, I'm doing this instead of cleaning, so I need to mop my floors. Yeah, the Discord's a lot of fun. There's a lot of people on there. There's a lot of people on there. And Nerfy actually is very active with her Discord, so there's like a lot of fun stuff that Nerfy does with the Discord, so. I, however, am a troglodyte and don't really get on there that often. For stinging nettles, they recommend waxing strips to get the... So here's the thing with stinging nettle, though. There's, the cure for... The cure. The, what do you call it? The plant that'll actually fix the stinging nettles is right next to the stinging nettles, and if you take it and kind of, like, mash it up and then rub it, it takes the sting out of the nettles. It'll also... The friction will get the little stingers out of your skin, but then, like, the pulp of the plant will actually neutralize the stingy stuff. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the Discord. Wait, Nerfy named their Discord. What's the name of the Discord? I'm a famous troglodyte. Yeah, and for those of you who were talking about Mr. Snowflake, he's got a channel in there too. He pops in every once in a while. He's like me. We lurk. Plantain. Yeah, plantain. You big Z painter. It's not that serious. That's funny. So is that it's just supposed to help with like bruises? So it's, I'm guessing, something to do with circulation. Hey, I learned to save the wrong species. Nerf Cordia. There we go. The Discord is Nerf Cordia. Well, you can eat stinging nettles. I would blanch them first. Lurking is my love language. Yes, Mephistopheles, there's an entire channel just for cooking. I have popped in there a few times too. It's like a whole ass community of people doing stuff. And I don't have to do anything. Except tell people about it. Plantain like the leaf in your yard, not plantain like the banana. I imagine that would probably work too, though. Stinging nettle isn't impossible to neutralize. It's not like poison ivy. Alright, so this is Colin Mockery. If you guys don't know who he is, then shame on you. Shame. But this is a link to this video. His channel's really hard to find because there's other Colin Mockeries out there. Excuse me while I dance around a little. So if you go to the link for this video and then click on his little, like, face down here, it'll take you to his channel and you can subscribe from there. Yeah, nettles are supposed to be pretty tasty. I've not had any myself, but I feel like there's like some states that have like nettle eating contests, and basically you see how many nettles you can eat before you tap out. I don't know. It's like a thing. Trilobite. I mean, you could be a trilobite too. Well, yeah. Alright, your friend might not understand the concept of eating a nettle. There's a comedian Lee, and there's like... Let me show you what happens when you like... just type in his name. I had the hardest fucking time finding him. Let's duplicate this real fast.
Hello friends, I'm Colin, and
Hi,
I just wanted to pop on real
Colin.
quick to give you all an update. Not doing a voiceover or anything this time.
Yeah, so this is what happens when you put in Colin Mockery. I'm guessing that's the comedian. But... oh, he's from Whose Line? There you go. That shows you how well I pay attention to shit. There was like a musician there for a while too. But this is unfortunately the thing that happens. Also, if you're not watching Viva La Dirt League, then I don't know what to tell you. It's pretty damn funny. Also, if you're not watching Call Me Kevin, I don't know what to tell you. You're missing out. But anyway. Oh, goodness. Lee, you could be anything you want to be. You just got to put your mind to it. What's going on? Yeah, if you type in Colin Mockery Emberlin or Colin Mockery Glitter and Lasers, typically he'll pop up. Comedian is also a trans rights activist. Well, that's good. That's nice. It's nice to hear something nice about people for once.
Update, not doing a voiceover or anything this time because, well, I thought that would save me time with my last video, and not really. Not really. I just got home from work, I got stuff to do, but I just had to get on here.
Just got home from work and I have other shit to do, so I decided to make a video. Relatable. Very, very relatable.
And talk to you guys because did you see this shit? If you can't see the screen,
Line Song, you said it popped up okay? Well, good. We're teaching it. It can learn. Because I swear to you, I've never searched for that guy before, so it's not even like an algorithm thing.
I'm gonna have to mute this, but there's a song playing, and the lyric is "Everything's okay," and Anna is just going around to all these medical professionals, and they're all lip syncing it. And yes, it's just as silly as it sounds.
And
they
stupid.
don't pay these people to be actors. If you haven't been keeping up, good old Glitter and Lasers is getting surgery for her lipedema. Sorry to everyone in her comments and in my comments who thought she was having weight loss surgery, because that is absolutely not what's happening here.
Oh, hang on. This is not the most recent video. This isn't the one I wanted to watch. That's the one I wanted to watch. Sorry. We're not going to watch this because it's absolutely freaking ridiculous, and I've made enough videos about it at
Hello
this point.
friends, I'm
Hi,
Colin,
Colin.
and we have got to stop meeting like this. Every time I think there might be a lull so I can focus on other things, Anna, Glitter and Lasers hits us with another banger. We are going to talk about Anna's newest video because I think there's a lot to be said, but I urge you to stick with me because
I saw that he got monetized and then he like donated it to a couple different charities, which was kind of cute. And it made me feel like a really shitty person because I didn't do that. So maybe that's what I'll do for 8K. I'll donate some money to the charities. I don't know what charities. But hey, Nerfy, you missed it. Were your ears burning? Common Sense jumped in here and started talking about the Discord. So we started talking about the Discord. YouTube should push the smaller channels. The big channels don't need to be pushed. They're big channels. They are their own ecosystem. They pull in people in their own poll. I don't know about that sweary fairy, but weren't you just streaming? Sorry.
There are a lot more whack things going on her Instagram. I'll include timestamps also in case you want to jump around. So Anna, Glitter and Lasers, just posted a new YouTube video titled, I Can't Walk Anymore. Just kidding, she now changed the title to, It's Worse Than I Thought.
This is the thing. This is what I talk about when I tell people, like, the internet is forever. And Anna has caught the attention of Girl World, which means Anna has to be extra careful now about what she does and puts on the internet, because even if she pulls stuff off the internet, like the Target video, people have already recorded it. I know Colin has admitted to daily recording her Snapchat, or sorry, her Instagram stories. I do it on occasion. I believe Sam has mentioned that she does it as well, because Anna likes to post things in her stories that usually are pretty inflammatory or just kind of not flattering for her. And she's doing it in the hopes, knowing that it's going to vanish in 24 hours, right? So people have started screen recording that stuff, right? Same thing with the title here. She really did initially title this video, I Can't Walk Anymore. And I think the very first comment thread on this video of hers was someone telling her, that was really bad taste for you to do that. You know, I'm an actual paraplegic. You know, I really honestly can't walk. And I think that this is kind of bad. It looks bad. And a bunch of other people jumped in on that thread to kind of basically say the same thing, either pointing out that they themselves cannot walk for whatever reason, or they have loved ones who can't walk for some reason. And Anna is absolutely perfectly capable of walking on her own 2 feet, right? So she very quickly changed the title to Everything Hurts, which is what she probably should have titled it in the first place. However, not only is she never living that title down because her audience pointed it out to her first, her audience got to her before the reaction channels did. The reaction channels caught it. And none of us, even I would say Sam and Colin and I, were probably some of the nicest reaction channels out there. And I've called her straight out on her bullshit. None of us are going to let her forget that she originally titled this video, I Can't Walk Anymore. It's never going away. So, yeah, I can't walk anymore because I'm a runner. I gotta run! Alright, I'm going to turn the camera off real fast and turn the sound off because I need to blow my nose, and I don't really think you guys want to sit here and watch that, so I'm gonna mute my mic for like 10 seconds. Where's the video here, though? Where'd it go? Is it? That's not it. There we go. All right, we're back. That's the other thing I need to do that I haven't done is dust so that I can stop having that problem. But anyway.
And I just have to show you all this screenshot because I think it's so funny. You can see the new title in my subscriptions, and down below it, you can still see the old title minimized as I was still watching the video. She did this quick because I started watching this less than an hour after she posted it. And I'm so glad I started reading the comments before I finished the video because it was actually someone there who pointed out that she changed the title. I was just lucky enough that my screen hadn't refreshed yet so I could get the receipts. Curiously enough though, Anna actually did address this in the comment section. You rarely see Anna respond on YouTube. She will occasionally respond on Instagram or TikTok, But honestly, it usually takes some big event like this for her to respond on YouTube. Someone in the comments said, "It just feels disingenuous for some reason. Like, I hate to be one of those people. I'm paralyzed and I don't like the fact that you claim you can't walk when you can." And then there's a little bit of word salad at the end there, but you get the gist. Anna responded, "Thank you for pointing out how the title could be misunderstood. That was not my intention and I changed it. Thank you for bringing it to my attention and I apologize." Now, I was initially pleasantly surprised by this. I really expected her to sweep this under the rug like she did the last time she changed the title of a video. Everyone pour one out for "Can I be a runner facing the hard truth?" Y'all, I didn't even have to look that up. That was just fresh off the dome. That's probably not a good sign for me, is it? I think that one got changed to like overcoming pain, something like that. But once I went back and reread this apology, it just felt disappointing. How on earth could this title have been misunderstood? What is there to misunderstand? I truly believe, with all of my heart, that this was intentional clickbait. Anna can indeed walk. She just found out that all the progress that she made with Run Lab, who taught her how to walk properly, had been undone. She can walk, just not well.
That was kind of the point, Megan. It's 100% clickbait. Anna was trying her hand at clickbait. It didn't work out, so she changed it. What's this? Oh, that's the pinned comment. Sorry, I got distracted by stuff on my screen. Aw, Durfee. Thank you. Gosh darn it, Lee. Now I want pasta salad and I can't have pasta. Well, welcome Saucy Bun, Megan 8, Sweary Fairy, Hellfire, welcome back, and BJ Puck, welcome back to the interns. Mwahaha. You guys should all give Nerfy a big thank you. Not only does Nerfy open up her Discord to us, but Nerfy gives us memberships as well. Nerfy is an angel, and common sense is their messenger. Mephistopheles. Here's the thing with Anna admitting she messed up, though. Like Colin was kind of pointing out, that doesn't happen very frequently at all. Like normally she doubles down on whatever it is. So I guess maybe somebody else might have pointed out how this was kind of shitty. I don't know what's going on with his wishbone necklace, but I'm absolutely fascinated with it, by the way. At least I assume that's a wishbone. It might be something else.
What I think is that she never even considered how offensive that could be to people like this commenter who are actually paralyzed. I think Anna is in her own little world a lot. I do think she intentionally rage baits like this.
Yes, Byung. Hello.
Because if people comment negatively on it, like I'm doing now, she can use that as evidence that people hate on her just because she's plus size or has a disability. All of that aside, let's look at the actual content of this video. It's mostly Anna documenting her pain and loss of mobility while trying to find the right surgeon. For the sake of time, I've just clipped what I think are the most important parts.
I flew to LA and I saw several doctors about potentially having surgery.
I have everything sped up, so if Anna sounds like a chipmunk, that's my fault, not hers.
I had also done some research about doctors in my area in Texas. I ultimately decided against local doctors because some of them had BMI requirements or they just did not have enough experience with advanced stage cases.
Some of them had BMI requirements. What does that tell you, Anna? You're too big for surgery. What does that tell you, Anna? Like, what? Where is the fucking wake-up call for these people?
I am a stage 4 patient, which we will talk about later what that actually means. So I needed to find someone with a lot of experience in treating this condition.
A lot of people have wondered why Anna...
The Barbies, and I think those are Brat dolls that he's got along the wall here. I'm very fascinated by his doll collection. And don't quote me, but I think this is his artwork. I think in one of the videos he mentioned he does sketches like this. Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else, but I think this is his work. Also, this Barbie doll in the back here. Jaina, welcome to the interns. Bwahaha.
didn't try to find someone closer to her for lipedema surgery. One reason is because she wanted someone who would allow her to document the whole process. That's something she said previously in an Instagram post. But now we learn another reason. Dr. Amron's program does not have a BMI limit. I have a feeling there may have been a few surgeons who didn't buy into Anna's belief that all the fat on her body is lipedema. So she found someone who did.
Over the last 6 months, I've had a lot of...
Yeah, right. Yeah, cloak uncloak. If she just said I can't walk properly, I think she was afraid she'd get made fun of for that one though. But stage 4 fakerson.
Totally me. My body's changed, but I have.
Guys, she's clearly upset. Look at how messy her hair is, and she's like crying and some stuff.
Lost weight, and I had started to really punish myself for it, reducing calories further, working out more. It wasn't healthy.
With peace and love. At Anna's size, reducing calories and working out more is not a punishment. If she was maintaining her weight, she was eating at her maintenance calories. She claimed in her surgery announcement video that she was eating 1,800 to 2,000 calories, and I don't believe that at all. Regardless of lipedema, if that were true, she would be losing weight rapidly on other parts of her body. If you want some brutal honesty, what I think she was feeling was hungry, like truly hungry. And as someone who has lost 60 pounds,
You go, Colin. I wish I lost 60 pounds. Anna doesn't get that her BMI requirements for safety. Exactly, just Jamie. Exactly. I don't think a lot of people, when they start bitching about that, don't understand it. It's not a way of being exclusionary. It's not, I mean, it is discrimination in like the definition of the word, but it's because it's not safe. I don't get people who are willing to just like risk everything instead of losing weight.
I get it. When you're first starting out, just allowing yourself to be hungry is uncomfortable. It probably did feel like she was punishing herself. Something that I learned is that it's not always enough to eat less. Sometimes you also have to change the way you eat, like loading up on fiber and protein so you feel more satiated. And I mean real protein, not packaged snacks.
This is my snack basket.
Well guys, I perpetuated nail polish gate recently, and now I'm about to start Wegovy gate, or insurance gate, whichever you prefer. Anna has tagged at least one reel with ALT ambassador, meaning she has partnered with the Advanced Lipedema Treatment Program.
I noticed she quit using the hashtag lipedema GAL hashtag. She used it, I think, twice. I noticed she quit using that. I'm not entirely sure why, but
she's never explained what that means. I assumed, and I think a lot of other people assumed, that that meant she was getting surgery for free. But now
am I at high speed? No, I sped Colin up. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that. Alex is just so... yeah, right, Alex. Alexandra Rodriguez. I originally didn't want to cover her because she was boring, and now that she's got the baby coming, I'm just... Anyway. But yes, I did speed Colin up, so... And he usually speeds Anna up, so again, sorry, but... This is a 40-minute video, so... Yeah, well, I found out this weekend I can't even have freaking oats. So my carb sources, my easy carb sources have now been restricted to rice and potatoes, which I guess is not the worst thing in the world, but I miss pasta already. And I can't even have fucking oatmeal. So there.
she's saying actually her insurance is covering it.
As part of getting lipedema covered by insurance, one of the things they really stress to you is that you're able to articulate how much the condition has affected your life. So in order to kind of do that and show you guys on video, we went to a gym where I was staying in New York for something totally unrelated to this, and just filmed some issues that I'm currently having with
This is so fucking weird. What is she trying to show?
mobility. Now, if you watch my last video, you know that when I was on Wegovy, it did help my inflammation a lot. So I did have a little bit, actually a lot more mobility and less pain, but coming off of it has kind of really exposed how bad the condition is.
Those bagels were Karma K-buns, excuse you. And also, there's totally protein in the cream cheese. What planet are you on? I don't think that's how lipidemic cells work, though. Like, I'm so confused by that part. Yeah, apparently it's the gluten thing. Wow. I'm too lazy to go hunt down the gluten-free oats. I'm just going to take it as a sign that I need to cut it out of my diet anyway. I'm trying to lose weight anyway. It's just the universe's way of helping out, I guess. Helping.
Affecting the actual underlying, fabric of my life. And the reality is like eventually the Wegovy will not be able to help solve this problem. So we need to deal with it before it gets to that point.
Something just feels off about this to me. She's doing an awful lot of free promotion for Dr. Amron just for her surgery to be covered by insurance. I know she's getting 4 surgeries total, so maybe the first one was free or reduced and insurance has to cover the rest of them. I'm just speculating wildly now. But this insurance piece has really got me
Well, he does have nice nail polish, doesn't he? I like that color.
thinking about her Wegovy narrative. Ever since the surgery announcement, Anna has been talking so much about how going off Wegovy has thrown her into a spiral of pain and immobility.
It's been really hard for me going off of Wegovy, which I had to do in preparation for the surgery. For me, Wegovy, yes, helped my appetite, but it also significantly affected my inflammation and pain.
As part of surgery protocol, you have to go off GLP-1s and several other medications, okay? Just because they thin the blood or they can cause problems with anesthesia. I started to go off of Wegovy. And it's been really, honestly terrible. I don't have another word for it. I started going off all my anti-inflammatories and not being able to take Advil, and my body just...
How many anti-inflammatories is she on? Look, man, I've got like arthritis and I've had it since I was like 16, and I don't even take anti-inflammatories for that on the regular, except for, after I went on this thing about herbs. I take feverfew. That's it. And I don't even take it regularly. Like, she and I are very close in age. I don't understand how she's on so many more medications than I am. And I have like legit problems.
Rebelling against life.
And that's kind of been her go-to response for people who are like, well, you never talked about being in this much pain before. What happened? Anna is trying to imply that over time her lipedema has been getting worse, but that the Wegovy has been kind of masking that pain. There have been some pretty promising studies that semaglutide can reduce inflammation, so it kind of makes sense at first. What I find truly fascinating about this story is that Anna didn't even know about this pain when she first set out to get surgery. She had to go off Wegovy because of the surgery. It sounds to me like she was seeking out surgery in the first place because she was no longer losing weight, and she attributed that to lipedema.
Yeah, Megan, the GLP-1s. Here, let me have a moment here. I'm very excited about these GLP-1s. This aspect of them. The anti-inflammatory part is really interesting. No. I have a medication alarm. I'll go take my pill in a minute. But anyway, there's been several studies showing, a couple I think actually at this point, showing that they're using it with arthritis treatments. And it's actually helping improve, it's not curing the arthritis, Hobbs, but it's helping with the inflammation, which causes most of the pain. And I think that's really cool. So I don't know why the GLP-1s are so damn magical right now, but apparently they are. And I don't know, it's going to be some very exciting years of study of this stuff going forward, because they do a lot of really amazing stuff at varying doses. So, but yes, apparently anti-inflammation is something that the GLP-1s are being known for. You're an obese crony and you only have 2 meds and 1 supplement. Yeah, like... Garden shit, Miss Jellyfish. Yeah, I mean, I am not 500 pounds. Like, that is one thing I am not. God, I can't imagine what my arthritis would be like if I was that big. I would probably be crippled. I honest to God would probably be crippled. My maternal grandmother had what I have arthritis wise, and she was obese, and she was wheelchair bound. Pretty much most of my living memory of her, she was wheelchair bound, and it was because of the arthritis, but probably was actually because of the obesity. Banana shaped tool shed, yeah, right. It would be interesting to see Anna stick to a diet, Mephistopheles. Enough blockers. It might be Mariah. Ah, damn it. Myra. Yeah, I should go take my pills. I'm trying to be better about that. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I want to get some water anyway. don't know where my cats are, honestly. They're hiding somewhere, and I don't know where. Please, Cloak on Cloak. She claims 18 to 2,000 calories. I eat, like, somewhere between 750 to 1,800 calories a day. Please. When my BMI was about 36, and I was in college. Yeah, Mariah, that's kind of what's one of the motivating reasons to lose weight here, honestly, is because I'm getting older, and I don't want to be crippled. Kitties. Yeah, Lee, I don't even know if she's trying anything. I think she, like, entertains the idea of it and then writes it off because Anna doesn't like effort.
But now suddenly we're learning that her insurance is covering the surgery, and they need proof that lipedema is negatively impacting her life. Only a few months ago, Anna was claiming to run a 5K, but now, in her words, she can't walk anymore. She's been diagnosed with lipedema for years, but wow, that happened fast. It makes me wonder if this is just a convenient narrative to explain why she needs to get surgery right now. And given how...
Oh my god, I love Secret Eaters. I think I've watched every single episode that's available on YouTube. Murray's the one, he's kind of the fun older guy that was like, I only eat, and then he has like a bowl of cereal that has like heavy cream in it or something crazy like that. I loved him. He was amazing. He was such a cool guy too. He seemed like he was just genuinely a nice guy. Yeah, Cloak on Cloak. She's like Amber. Amber starts her diet. She's all excited about starting the diet. She tries it for like 8 hours, decides that she hasn't lost 100 pounds yet, therefore it doesn't work, and then stops.
Often she mentions that this is all due to her going off of Wegovy. It just feels like she's selling it way too hard for it to be believable. Once again, I just have to say this is my own personal conspiracy theory. I have no way to know if it's true because I cannot peer into Anna's mind.
Well, I'm glad to have your full attention now, BM. Your poor diet caught up with you on your 32nd birthday, Mitch? It catches up eventually. Everything catches up with you eventually. Age, time, diet, lack of exercise.
Wouldn't that be fun? This is all just striking me as an interesting coincidence.
We were able to get some support from Dr. Amron's team and to actually meet with an occupational therapist who specializes in basically writing to insurance the ways that your mobility and quality of life has been affected by lipedema.
I cannot believe she said that out loud. Like, all I heard when she said that was, I'm working with someone who knows how to fraud the insurance companies. That's all I heard.
Have you been doing any kind of conservative therapy? I'm sure you have conservative therapy as far as for your lymphatics, MLD, the pump, anything like that.
I don't have the pump, so because I was losing weight, I wore like full compression for a while, but then I basically sized out of it. Okay. And then I had a problem finding gear that actually fit.
I like super size versus super skinny as well too, only because like I feel like it is kind of shocking sometimes, but I feel like the attitude of those shows are nicer than like the atmosphere of 600-Pound Life. That's our show here in the States. Like, I feel like it's kind of dark and sometimes mean, and the people on the show are just kind of like nasty. But with like super size versus super skinny and Secret Eaters, everybody seems to have like at least a positive-ish attitude. Like sometimes they get problem children, but for the most part, everybody just seems like genuinely wanting to improve or genuinely wanting to help each other and that kind of a thing. I don't know.
Okay.
So
don't get me wrong, I watched 600-Pound Life too, so.
It was on my list to purchase new gear or get custom gear made. And now I'm going into surgery, so it's kind of a new point.
Sure.
I do wear compression socks a lot, anytime, especially now in the summer because it's so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to do basic lymphatic massage on myself and dry brushing.
Anna likes to talk about being gaslit by doctors and the internet, but this whole segment feels like gaslighting to me. Anna tells this occupational therapist that she had been wearing compression until she sized out of it. So does that mean she's gained weight recently? Or is she saying she wore compression until she reached her highest weight a while back? That wouldn't make sense because she says she's lost 100 pounds since then.
Right. Not Colin breaking down the logical problems in Anna's argument here.
So wouldn't she be able to wear the compression again? Neither of those explanations makes any sense to me. The other reason why I feel like viewers are being gaslit here is because outside of the New York vlog, when have we ever seen Anna wearing compression? Like, real medical grade compression. She has been since her surgery, but I kind of got the impression that that was provided by the ALT program. Like, in her defense, clothing hauls probably don't take that long to film, and I would understand not wearing compression for those. But before the surgery, we saw her traveling to all these different countries and going on all these cruises, and never once did I see her wearing compression. And that stuff is supposed to be worn pretty much all the time. And the thing that frustrates me is this occupational therapist even says she's seen Anna's Instagram, so she knows that Anna isn't wearing compression all the time, and yet she agrees that Anna has done everything right.
You've done all of those things. Oh gosh, you've like done everything. You've done everything.
What do you mean?
Meaning like you've done every conservative measure. Like you've done the dry brushing, the self MLD. You are don't have to pump you up, but you're working on that. You've been wearing compression. You've been exercising. You've been doing the diet. Like you've done everything right. So
I don't know what planet this woman's from, but it ain't this one. Megan, I have no idea. Somebody in the comments section on the first video about this that I posted mentioned that they had seen her wearing compression socks during the 5K run or something like that. During her training for the 5K. I don't remember that, but I could just not be remembering it, honestly. So I don't remember her ever talking about wearing any kind of compression garment for anything other than Spanx. Like she wears Spanx sometimes during her clothing hauls. But I cannot recall ever seeing her or hearing her talk about wearing compression garments. I think it's the second Ruby. Are you guys talking about super size versus super skinny? The only reason why I wouldn't react to because I tried doing some reactions to 600 Pound Life, and getting around the copyright it takes longer to figure out how to get around the copyright for those shows than it takes to film and edit the damn reaction. So, like, time-wise, it's not worth it. Now, that doesn't mean other people can't figure it out, so.
I think what annoys me most regarding the compression and the diet and the exercise is that this OT just kind of has to take Anna's word for it. Most logical people would agree that there's no way Anna could be eating 1,800 calories and not losing weight. And that puts the OT in a really awkward position where she has to either suspend her disbelief or straight up tell Anna that she doesn't believe her. Anna would probably then call her a medical gaslighter. But it seems like this occupational therapist might also believe, like Dr. Amron, that Anna is all lipedema. And speaking of gaslighting, Anna has really taken her induction into girl world seriously.
I think we need to gaslit about your body and especially when you get gaslit by the internet, to be really honest. And I can't wait to see the videos that come out of this.
I'm sure
Neither can I, babe. Neither can I. Actually, I'm watching 2 of them right now.
she's not talking about me because I'm such a small channel compared to other reactors, but on the off chance that she sees this, Anna, please stop watching reaction channels. It's not good for anyone's mental health. I get it.
Amen.
If someone made a reaction to me, I would have to really fight the urge to watch it. With the exception of Tiny Blue Anthropologist, who has been very nice to me. The
I forgot about that. Colin, stop watching this right now.
truth is, when you put yourself online like this, you're gonna get all kinds of opinions. It doesn't serve me at all to respond or even pay attention to negative comments. I try to focus on the ones that are positive and constructive. It's also been helpful to just learn how to laugh at myself a little bit. I'm on here commenting on dumb internet drama. It really ain't that serious.
I've watched, well, okay. There was one person who reacted to my DoorDash stuff. That was kind of funny, actually. And then Cynical Dude reacted to one of my videos. I feel like there's like another person. There is. What was her name? I actually started following her after she reacted to it. Crap. Anyway, so I've watched 2 reactions to my stuff. I don't know. I don't seek it out, and I probably won't watch much more just because, like, even when it, like Colin said, even when it's positive, it's probably not a good idea. Because it's still stressful. I watched the one that the cynical dude did because it's the cynical dude, and I just kind of wanted to see what he had to say. But I mean, shit. If for whatever reason Chikara Transformations did a reaction to one of my videos, I don't know if I'd watch it just because, like, it would be very stressful for me to have. Even when they're being nice, you're still. The point is to be critical, like even in a nice way. And it's just not a kind of level of stress that I really want. So. OT, not OP. Yeah, it called me out. Are you guys still talking about super size versus super skinny? Oh, was that you, Mitchie? I must have been you then. Yeah, because I subscribed to it, and I was like, oh, I really like this person's content, and I subscribed.
I think that's one thing that's hurting Anna here. She takes herself way too seriously. I realize that she does often laugh at herself and make self-deprecating jokes, but that's always come across to me as super forced and like she's fishing for compliments, because as soon as someone else comes...
Yeah, Amber, a couple people have told me now, and I do think that's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I like getting a shout out from people. Like every time Kicking Geese shouts me out. By the way, I send positive vibes to Kicking Geese. She's vanished from the internet, and I am actually concerned. So, but apparently Lizzo has lots of... Lizzo's vegan. I mean, I don't really care, but I think that's funny. Well, I hope she was nice about it. Was the door... Oh, that was you. Okay. So that's why I thought it was funny, because because after you reacted to it, I was like, huh, I never did that, did I? And then I never went back and did another one. No, the problem with like the script thing is like I had the idea for it, but then like trying to follow through with it. I am a terrible daily vlogger person, which is why I just don't bother with it. But no, that was you, and it was pretty damn funny. I watched it and I was like, touche. I laughed about it for the rest of the day. Yes. Thank you, Megan. Maybe it was Saturday. Good, because we miss her. I know she's going through some rough stuff, so I don't expect her to cater to us, but I do worry.
Along with criticism, even constructive criticism, they're haters. Crying over a bagel is ridiculous, and I say that having indeed cried over stupid stuff like that. But instead of seeing the humor in it and playing it off, she got super defensive and made this Instagram story post about it. It says, taking a little break today from stories. Also, want to laugh? People are mad that in YouTube video where I went on a 2-mile walk, I ate some cotton candy and ordered a bagel. How dare I? More specifically, that I was sad when after walking 2 miles in pain to get to the bagel shop, that they got my order wrong and I was real sad.
Sonia, you make an excellent point, and I don't know. By recording the surgery, even if it's not free, doesn't it become deductible as an expense for her channel? I don't know. I don't know. But that would be an interesting thing to look into. So maybe, here's the thing though, even if something's deductible, you still have to pay for it up front, right? Like, I'm thinking about getting a new camera to use for recording videos for this. But even then, I gotta buy the camera first, right? And then I can write it off on my taxes for next year when I file taxes. But I still gotta put the money forward now. So, I don't know. I guess it just tells you what Anna's budget looks like. I'll have to go check her community post. Because clearly I have not done that. But, alright. You play.
Man, I wish my life was so uncomplicated that I had time to be mad about something as silly as how a stranger felt about their food order. The internet is wild, man. And then there's a poll that says, have you cried over a messed up food order? Yes, hormones make us do crazy things. Nope, I am magical that way. Yes, but with extra dramatics and real tears. First of all, I wasn't mad about this situation. I thought it was goofy, and extra goofy that she included it in a video that was posted on the internet. And I also love that the last option on the poll is with extra dramatics and real tears, because I think
her trying to blame her frickin' hormones for that is just insulting and pathetic. I'm sorry. I don't like that kind of shit. I'm not saying hormones don't make you do crazy things, but at no point during that did she even mention her hormones. And her just trying to play... This just sounds like her trying to play the girl card. Oh, I'm a woman. I have hormones. Oh my god. I'm totally just so unpredictable because of my hormones, you guys. It's just an excuse. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I posted a caption of this or a reaction to this, and under both of those I had people who were like, yeah, when I was pregnant I freaked out about food. And it's like, well, yeah, but that's a legit pass though. Like, that's okay in my book. But also, none of you recorded it and put it out on the goddamn internet for God and everyone to watch. Like, that's the other end of it. Sure, I've had meltdowns over dumb shit, especially before I got medicated. Are there videos of it? No. Okay? If there are, I'm not the one that recorded them. You know?
think we've all realized by now that Anna struggles to produce real tears while she's crying. I'm willing to bet the people she mentioned that got mad about this are not just haters in her comments, but they're probably also reaction channels, because she just said, and I quote, "I can't wait to see the videos that come out of this." Like, she's just outright admitting to seeking out the criticism. It's just not healthy. Y'all, Anna's sillies are sillying, and it is so hard for me to keep up. Literally, while I was editing this video, Anna posted this reel. I'm gonna have to mute it, but it says, "POV, you're grateful for your haters because they relentlessly shamed you about crying over a messed up order. You got free bagels from NYC. Life is good. Karma is better." And the caption is pretty long, but oh boy.
Yeah, I forgot to read the caption when I initially read that thing. It doesn't make it any better. And the only thing I missed by not reading this stupid caption was finding out who had sent her the bagels. And as soon as I found out who it was, I Googled them. And I'm not saying that them and Tompkins are like at each other's throats competitors, but they are competitors. So she goes online, has her fit in New York, badmouths Tompkins bagels after, you know, talking about them for however long that damn video was, and then gets bagels from their competitor and then decides to smug eat them online, and then doesn't even mention that they're from this. It's like, Anna, stop. You're bad at your job.
Boy, get ready. It says, "I seriously can't even make this story up. Right before my surgery, I was in a lot of pain, but I knew I needed to stay active to ensure the best results. I decided to walk 2 miles to a shop to get my favorite bagel, pumpernickel with Kalamata cream cheese. I chose to vlog the process because I'm such a workaholic. I knew it would help me not give up. Unfortunately, after walking 2 miles in a very hot New York City to the store, they gave me the wrong order and I cried about it. I was an emotional mess as I was having surgery in just a few days, was in a ton of pain, and I wasn't sleeping. It wasn't just a bagel at that moment, it was everything. A certain terrible part of the internet, I'm sure that includes me, decided that I was ungrateful and terrible human for these tears."
It had nothing to do with the... Okay, it had very little to do with the bagel. Or the fake crying over the fake bagel, right? It had everything to do with her behavior in that video leading up to the freaking bagel. By the way, problem could have been solved if she had just been bothered to open up the damn bag before she left. How was this Tompkin Bagel's fault?
They proceeded to do what people like to tend to do on the internet, and during some of the hardest days of my recovery, I was also experiencing #BagelGate. Somehow I laughed it off because, candidly, what a stupid thing to be mad at someone for. Bagel company saw this all go on and offered to send me some of my favorite bagels. It literally made my month. Just a little reminder that what you put out into the world will come back to you. This time for me, it was in the form of a bagel.
Don't get me wrong, I really, really want a bagel right now. Good bagels. I'm hoping this heals up both time. Now I think Hannah says, now I think she's making a big deal about the bagels to distract everyone from the cotton candy. Yeah, her behavior around the freaking cotton candy. First off, who waits 40 fucking minutes for cotton candy? I'm sorry, I don't care how good it is. And secondly, she's like, this better be good. I'm sorry, who the fuck are you? Just like, the face that guy was making when he handed her her cotton candy tells you everything you need to know about how she was behaving up to that point, right? And then, yeah, she makes fun of the street performers, not only saying that they suck, which she did, she then makes fun of them. She's like, nobody's ever going to give you money. Bitch, please, have you seen yourself dance? Excuse you. Also, you are constantly putting your stupid dancing videos on the internet for money, so you can just F right off, right? And then the guy in Grand Central Station who was taking pictures where she wanted to take her pictures at. I'm sorry, her behavior in that moment was just like a 5-year-old's behavior. I'm over it. F off, Anna. It has nothing to do with the bagel and everything to do with your absolutely shit-tastic behavior leading up to the bagel. She did. She made fun of the street dancers twice. I don't know if she was making fun of the same group or if she found 2 different groups to make fun of. I don't know, but twice in the video, she went out of her way to make fun of the street performers. Now, whether or not they were good or not is absolutely irrelevant. You just don't do that. It's rude. She's from the fucking Midwest. I know what she was raised in. You don't behave like that. I'm sorry. He was like, the cotton candy guy was like, if I could just shove this into your face directly, I would. The cotton candy thing was just out. There was a woman there with a small child, and the looks that she was getting from those two people were, the kid was like, wow, you can act like that in public? Ugh. Right, exactly, Midori Gale. If you're passing her by and the place is closed, it's just a sign from the universe to keep going. And come back later. I mean, the guy just opened up. He's still probably going to be there when you hobble back from getting your stupid bagel. Mephistopheles. I know, that's the thing. Anna lived in New York for a while. Hey, Una's here. Anna also parades around half naked for money. Yeah, that's true. Megan did just slip in here, didn't you? The child was embarrassed. Exactly. I don't envy parents when they have to deal with Anna. I mean, how do you explain that to your kid? Not like Anna's mass and size. How do you explain Anna's shitty behavior as an adult to your children? No, honey, we don't act like that. Well, why not? The adult over there's acting like that. We don't call that person an adult, sweetie. Like, what do you do? How do you handle that situation? She's acting like a whiny baby. Why can't I? Because I raised you better.
Obviously, I don't think Anna is a terrible human for crying over her bagel. Like, I've said it multiple times at this point, I've cried over stupid stuff too, but the problem is she just takes herself so seriously, and like, no one can poke fun at her for a very clearly silly thing.
Lauren, yeah, she passed up a Broadway show to eat a bagel. She walked into that store. I checked their hours online before I made this statement, but Pumpkin Bagels closed at 5 p.m. She wandered into there around 4:30-ish, give or take. So she goes into the bagel store at the end of the day, demanding bagels and schmear. And they don't have the right one that she wants, so she's got to branch out. Oh, poor Anna. We don't even know what her actual order was. It's ridiculous. And then gets mad because she didn't check her order before she left, and she just grabbed someone else's order. Like, she's mad that someone else is walking around with her order. Bitch, you just stole somebody's food. Excuse you. I'm sorry. It's just bad behavior. It takes 2 seconds to open that bag up and check inside to see if that was your bagel or not.
Because that makes us terrible people. I'm glad she got her bagels. So very glad. I also think it's really funny that the company that sent her the bagels is not the company that messed up her order. If I may, one more conspiracy theory. I've been waffling about nail polish gate, but man, I'm really starting to see more inklings that this surgery was a while ago and she's been filming things ahead of time, because she's been very weird with time lately.
Like literally a month ago, I ran a 5K, but
Anna put in, she goes, a month ago I ran a 5K, and then put, whoops, brain fog, it was 3 months ago. That's like an Amber Lynn level oops, right? Oh my god, I said the inside part out loud. Just retake the scene, dumbass. You don't have to put the oopsie up there, especially when you're already getting accused of, I'm not entirely sure what the accusation here is, other than this surgery was a long time ago or something like that. And Anna's just been MIA, I guess? I don't know. Right, common sense. Is this bag mine? Is this my order before I run out the door with it? How do you leave at 11 and get to your Anna? That's how. I know, like, idiot witch. When I saw it was a oat bagel, I was like, oh, I like oat bagels, but I like pumpernickel bagels too. Like, just eat the fucking bagel, Anna. You stole it. You might as well eat it. Yeah, exactly, Ruby Skies. She may have taken the wrong order, just like she left her CPAP behind. Angela, yeah, she's She's just unbearable. I can't imagine. I think Colin mentions this too. I can't imagine being John and following her around and watching her behave like this. And I mean, he's her employee and she treats him like an employee too. And it's just, I just can't imagine being John. I think this part is interesting about the nails and the time. Yeah, there's something about like she had orange nail polish, and then I even commented on the red press-ons that she's got because I have the same set. I didn't realize that there was like continuity with the nail polish until Colin mentioned it. You think she manipulated the timeline to make her recovery appear quicker? Is that what's going on? Because I'm not entirely sure why this is relevant, but it is. I'm trying to make her eat her veggies. Did she ever get her CPAC back? I don't know. Lily says you have a condition where you can't eat certain things. Go back up. And if I get the wrong order, I can't take the chance, and I still think she's overreacted. Well, here's the thing, Lily. You would check your order, though, right? I mean, unless you were in, like, a huge freaking rush, and I guess, I mean, it happens. I get that aspect of it. Like, it happens. But she doesn't have any dietary restrictions as far as I know. As far as I know, she's not doing any special diet because God forbid she actually do that. Like, there's no reason why she couldn't have eaten that bagel other than she just didn't want it. Sweet sweary fairy, wow. Could quit so fast. She must pay him really well. Yeah, that's a good point, Lauren. Does anyone else think this video was exclusively to dupe the insurance? I never check my order. Well, yeah, exactly. If you're the one picking it up, if you're the one picking up your order and you don't check your order, that's on you. If I'm the one delivering your food and I didn't check your order, that's on me, right? Assuming the bag's not sealed. We're not going to talk about sealed bags. Actually, we are. If your bag's sealed, I'm not opening the fucker. It's just not happening. I did that one time and the guy at the restaurant like came unglued on me. So I don't do that anymore. Okay, if she is doing this video, the New York bagel video, if that was done to kind of bamboozle the insurance companies, it's not enough. I think somebody was mentioning, I think a couple of you were talking about it earlier when we were watching Sam's video. These insurance companies have like full-time private eyes whose only job is to literally follow you around to see how bad you are before they'll do certain things, right? I don't know if Anna's on that level, if they give enough of a crap about that, but Anna's whole life is so public, right? She's gonna have if they decide to just even like dip just lightly into her social media, they're gonna have a real hard time approving her. Yeah, she got the bagel right when they were about to close. To be perfectly fair, if I had grabbed the wrong bagel, I probably, unless it was something that I know I don't like, I probably would have eaten the bagel anyway. I get wrong orders all the time. Like there's a Sonic out here. They just cannot figure out how to do shit correctly, and I just don't care enough to go back and get it corrected. Lily, I would check my order, but then you're grown up. Exactly. It was just full of sauce. That's funny. That's weird. Oh, wow, Renata. Your favorite burger place has a sign if you don't check your order before you leave, they won't make corrections. Interesting. Good on them, though. It never says my insurance. It was all your insurance? That's an interesting thing, K-Buns. Yeah, Lily, I'm pretty sure that's a way to to dupe the audience into thinking she's using her insurance.
So first and foremost, about 2 months ago, maybe even longer than that, I'll be honest, my brain is really foggy post-surgery, so don't trust any dates I say because I'm not even sure if they're correct. But
Look, I am also terrible at keeping track of dates, but like, it would be ridiculously easy to find out what the date was. Most email services have a search function, or I'm sure her creative partner John would be happy to look through the footage and find the date. I mean, he's gonna have to edit the video anyway. I just find it interesting that she blamed her slip up from the bagel video on brain fog, and now she's blaming surgery. Again, this is my own personal conspiracy theory. Please feel free to picture a tinfoil hat. I feel like those are the biggest takeaways from this video because, honestly, a lot of it was just her saying things about lipedema that we've heard her say before, and also a lot of crying. Like, a lot of crying.
I mean, this is the thing that no one talks about when they talk about health is that we love before and after pictures. We love seeing people before. Now I feel like it's my only hope because I can't live like this. Give me all I want is to move. I don't really see this, but I actually asked the cameras to be stopped, and I just uncontrollably slapped in the corner for a little while.
Reading the loss of your mobility
Sure, Jan.
or what you thought you would gain, and I think
Look, does she really cry that way? Like, it's been a really long time since I've cried. So I'm trying to like remember what I look like when I cry. Do people actually cry like this? It's so fake feeling. The only time you ever called a restaurant was to tell them they put a meat burger on a vegan bun. Yeah, sometimes I've called restaurants just to kind of like inform them that it's screwed up. Like, I don't really want anything back. And I kind of stopped doing that too, because I'm just kind of like, if I don't care, then why am I bothering? But, you know. The insurance, Joanna says the insurance company would like journal copies of when she initially was diagnosed, what treatment, follow-ups, etc. The therapist who made the assessment likely knows that. That's the thing, though. This is occurring right before she goes to LA for the surgery. Like, this is within at least a 2-week window, probably closer to like a 1-week window before the surgery, because she's already doing her pre-op stuff. So why would you, if it's months in advance, why would you be doing pre-op as in stopping all meds to prepare for the anesthesia, you know? Why would you do that months in advance? Like, you'd have to be on a very specific, and I don't even know what drugs they would be. I just know that some medications take forever to get out of your system, but I don't know what those would be or so why you would do that. But I do know that they're like, no aspirin, no ibuprofen, no blood thinners. They probably took her off the Wegovy because of the inflammation thing. You know, I wasn't even allowed to have, I think I've said this a couple times, the fish oil, because I didn't know that was a blood thinner. Apparently that's what it does. I don't know. You know, I had to ask permission to keep taking, I'm on Wellbutrin. I had to ask permission for that. And I only did that because I wasn't sure. They were like, no meds. And I was like, well, I kind of would like to keep taking that one. And they were like, oh, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I wasn't allowed to have caffeine. There was something else I wasn't allowed to have that wasn't medical. I forget what it was, and it kind of surprised me, and you would think I would remember that, but I didn't. But so she's in that part of it leading into this, and mine wasn't even that invasive. I mean, it was probably on the same level as hers, probably. I definitely ugly cry, but as someone who tries to hide my cry most of the time, it could be, I mean, Herbug, is she crying so Hayes doesn't come after her? Yeah, I think she is. But it doesn't matter. Hayes doesn't care. They think any kind of weight loss, any kind of intentional weight loss, actually some of them will be like any weight loss whatsoever makes you the devil. The faithful do. The children cry like this in primary schools. Exactly, though. I saw a little kid yesterday when I was out who was doing the crocodile tears. And even that kid was able to produce actual tears. I'm just scrolling through the chat right this minute. People in here, one does not cry in public. It shows weakness. I mean, I don't disagree. I just think it's funny. Zimbalta? Oh yeah, Cymbalta, that's the one you take to stop smoking.
That's a normal reaction.
Yeah, Wellbutrin, it's the second one I've been on, and I like it better than Paxil. I was on Paxil. Paxil did what it needed to do, but Wellbutrin, I don't feel... So the Paxil did a really good job, for those of you who asked, which was no one. But it made me, like, not care about anything. Like, I wasn't depressed. I just did not give a shit about anything. And so I wasn't getting anything done. And so they switched me to the Wellbutrin. And it took about, I want to say about 6 months. And then I was like, oh yeah, I can do stuff again. So, you know. Sometimes the first thing they put you on doesn't work, is what I'm saying.
And I seen your Instagram page and how much fun that you have on there.
I can't even do that anymore. That's the thing. It's like part of me being taken away.
I'm not performing. This is real. These are real tears. They are liquid.
They did make me think for the first time, though, because I could tell by the way the camera was moving in the scene where she's in the gym that John is there filming her. She doesn't have a tripod set up. So he's just standing there.
Max the Beast Boy, they're trying to charge, from the sound of it, they're trying to charge the insurance company and not her.
Filming her while she's having a mental breakdown. That is so awkward for him. Like, I wonder how much emotional labor he has to do for her on top of all the professional stuff. Now, on to what I think is the most juicy stuff, Anna's Instagram. The first thing is just a little bitty thing because I enjoy being right. In a previous video, I mentioned how fascinating I thought it was that Anna was showing us her setting up all this padding for her bodily leakage right on top of her comforter. Then
I did not catch that. I did not catch that was, because I went on about, oh, this is her bedroom. It looks like a hotel room. I did not catch that she was putting it on top of her made bed. Like, is she just gonna lay down on her completely made bed and not sleep under the I mean, maybe she is. So. You said the Cymbalta has pain management, Hillary? That's interesting. I don't know what all Cymbalta does.
And when everyone in the comments asked her where she got the comforter, she had links ready to go. I speculated that she probably showed the comforter on purpose because she probably gets commission from those links. And lo and behold, what did I find on her stories? Links to all the things in her reels, including the comforter. The links are actually from a more recent reel, and that's the one I really want to talk about because it sent me down such a rabbit hole.
Today I'm taking my first shower by myself since surgery.
When you're wearing compression gear 24/7, there's a chance you might faint when you take it off. So here, I'm just laying down, taking a couple deep breaths, and making sure I'm okay before I jump in the shower.
If there's a chance you're going to faint when you take it off, you want to be sitting down when you take it off, because it's not like, that's the thing about fainting. It's not like, you're fainting. You don't get that minute. That's the problem. I mean, I'm glad she took a minute to, like, get herself all reconstituted and all that, because I understand why it would cause that. You have the same problem with girdles. Anyway. But yeah, if your stays are too tight, you'll pass out when you take them off because you can actually breathe once again. So I get that part, but she's standing up taking them off, and it's like, sit down. Sit down and take it off. Then you can lay down and do this. And if you pass out, it's fine, I guess. Your stupid cold shower scream. I don't like cold showers either. Why is she taking a cold shower, though? I don't understand. She doesn't strike me as the Huberman type, so I don't know why she was taking the cold shower. I guess it had something to do with the bruising and the healing. Be young. Exactly.
Now the worst part. Now I'm applying my arnica. You're going to see that I'm using, like, upward striking motions, and that's just good for the lymphatic system. I'm applying ointment to the wounds, and I'm putting little band-aids over them. I will tell you, it's hard for me to find my wounds right now because they're healing really well. Now that I get everything prepped, it's time to put on the devil garment. Compression.
I was surprised at the bruising, and also, I know we all wanted to look at this, but we're going to do it anyway. Wait.
For the lymphatic system. I'm applying ointment to the wounds, and I'm...
That's the scene I want.
Now I'm applying my arnica. You're going to see that I'm using...
Okay, so here, right? So she's still got these, like, dimples, right? I don't know how many of you remember I think it's a short where she's got the doctor and he's talking about the sections, her leg, basically. He's pointing out where the lipedema is. he points to these and he's like, yeah, you can see that she's got these like bumps, these like pockets of lipedema, basically, is what he was saying. They look exactly the same to me. They just look bruised now. Her bruising is minimal for lipo just a few days later. At that time, Anna blamed her Apple Watch for lying about how many miles she covered. What? What happened? Anna was trying to see the sunset. Oh, you guys are talking about the Hawaii hike where she has a breakdown because she can't walk. Well, because she doesn't have the endurance to get to the top of the hill. And her John and whoever else she was with, they were both like all the way up the hill. She has to wear compression in the shower? How do you do that? Wait, who are we talking about? Interesting.
Using like upward striking motions, and that's just good for the lymphatic system. I'm applying ointment to the wounds, and I'm putting little band-aids over them. I will tell you, it's hard for me to find my wounds right now because they're healing really well. Now that I got everything prepped, it's time to put on the devil garment. Compression. So I'm tired and I'm out of breath. Spanx, they have literally nothing on medical grade compression, which this is. I had a little Captain Underpants moment because these do not have a part to cover the leg bits, because when you come out of surgery, you have to go to the bathroom and you're not able to change. So you just go to the garment.
I mean, if you're supposed to be wearing that thing for like 23 out of 24 hours, I would imagine you'd probably want to be able to just go to the bathroom. That's me. I might be crazy. So, yeah.
I'm fresh and clean, I'm in my bed, and also I forgot to mention I stopped leaking so I can actually put my comforter on, which is amazing. And let me show you what I'm doing. I am going to be reading this book, which is the latest in a series that I love. You know, I have not been in the headspace to read until now, so I'm just grateful to be able to do it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
There are
The housemaid is watching.
a couple of things here that I do think other people will talk about. First of all, the compression she's wearing here is the kind actually recommended for lipedema. You can tell because it encompasses the entire leg all the way down to the foot. The reason for that is very often with lipedema, there's something called the ankle cuff sign. Basically, the fat of the leg kind of looks like a column and it terminates at the ankle. It kind of looks like someone put a big rubber band around it. So it's really helpful to have something that goes all the way down to the foot. There are a few different presentations of lipedema, and Anna doesn't have that kind. She has the kind that's from hip to knee, but she also mentioned that she has lymphedema as well as lipedema. And this kind of like full body compression is recommended for both of them. I hope this also shows you that I really have been deep in research for my lipedema video.
Sure, Colin. Sure. This video that we'll never see.
I am actively working on it all of the time. And I have to say, Anna is still recovering from surgery, so her mobility is limited, but this compression garment still seems really foreign to her, which is why I was confused when she told the occupational therapist that she had been wearing full compression for a while. Girl, where? The other thing that I actually think other people will notice is that this is the first time we're seeing Anna's legs post-surgery. And I was surprised because the wounds really don't look that bad. I mean, obviously she's still swollen and bruised, but like I can...
Was she though? I mean, she was bruised, but was she swollen? Are the compressions so tight she needs to put foam on the straps? Yes, Byung. The straps are so small. I'm confused by the straps, honestly. The straps are so small and she's so tall, I'm pretty sure that they just don't fit. I think she's too tall for them and they're like cutting into her like bad bra straps. Because I did see that they were adjustable. She does a close-up at some point and the straps for that are adjustable. But you would think on a garment that's that tight, you'd want a thicker strap on the shoulder for that reason. It would just make it more comfortable to wear. So, I don't know.
I can kind of tell the difference, and I'm really glad that everything is okay. But alright. This is the part that made me stop in my tracks.
I'm applying my arnica.
I have heard of arnica before. It is a plant, a mildly toxic plant. Now, what I'm not saying is that Anna is using anything toxic here. Actually, kind of the opposite. I don't think this stuff is likely doing anything at all. I do think I need to give you some of my background first. My lore, if you will, is that I was raised in an extremely conservative Christian family with a penchant for alternative medicine. And because I was raised that way, I believed in a lot of those things too. The story is way too long to get into, but Now I am an atheist. I would call myself a skeptic. I don't have a spiritual bone in my body. I'm interested in science, like real, actual science, but like just as a layman. I think because I swung so hard from one extreme ideology to the other, I'm still fascinated by pseudoscience. Like I always say, I am not an expert, but I do engage with this kind of content a lot, which is why I've heard of arnica before, specifically Arnica montana. It's something that is used quite often in homeopathy. Now, here's where things get kind of confusing, because some people will use the word homeopathic to refer to things that are like natural or non-toxic, and that's just not right. True homeopathy does have its own parameters, and buckle up, because this is a doozy. One of the principles of homeopathy is like cures like. Say, for example, you have insomnia. Homeopathy would say you need to take something that causes you to be awake, like caffeine. But you don't want an actual full dose of caffeine, you want extremely diluted caffeine. And the idea is that the dilution will cause the opposite thing to happen. So in this case, diluting caffeine would
I've never understood this shit.
supposedly make it a sleep aid. Because another principle of homeopathy is that you don't want to take the actual thing, you want the energy of the thing. To make a long story short, homeopathy is like energy healing.
Right, chicken? It's a band name. I was like, Hannah Montana, what?
There are usually very little or actually no active ingredients in it. In the case of Arnica montana, it is toxic, but the idea is if you dilute it, then it becomes healing. Sound bonkers? That's because it is. There is no evidence that homeopathy works. That being said, this particular arnica gel that Anna's using is only a 1x preparation, meaning it was only diluted one time. So
The Center for Inquiry, I used to be a member of it, and they would every year, I don't know if they still do, but they used to every year have a homeopathy overdose day where everybody would go out and buy your favorite homeopathic whatever, and then you basically just all stood around and took like an overdose of it, kind of proving that like it's pointless. So I don't know if they still do it, but it was just kind of a comical thing to do, kind of basically proving that they're just sugar pills. If you get the like the little pill formats of them, you know. Now you got to kind of watch out for the added ingredients inside of it, because some of them do have carrier ingredients in them that could possibly be bad. But the little pills, they're basically just sugar pills. So your full strength Diet Coke won't help you sleep. Right. So also, since I'm always sleepy, what I need to do is get melatonin, dilute it all the way down to the point where there's just the memory of it in the water. Drink that water, and that will help me stay awake.
So there could actually be a little tiny bit of the real plant in there, but it's not going to hurt you unless you ingest it, which is obviously not recommended. But it also probably won't help you. There are some mixed results from some studies that say it might work slightly better than placebo, but I just outright don't trust homeopathy on principle. If you want to look it up without clicking Anna's link, this particular arnica gel that she's using is called Arnicare, and it's produced by a company called Boiron. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's French, but
I like that he has to use his hand to pronounce a French word, the bouillon.
It's spelled Boiron, and it's a company I was already familiar with because the whole company is homeopathy. And this kind of stuff is fully sold in stores right next to actual medicine with real active ingredients.
Mitchie, do not slander my shiny rocks. Thank you very much. They make me happy.
If you ever see something called oscillococcinum in the cold and flu aisle, that's homeopathy. It is extremely diluted duck liver. I mean, hell, Anna got this arnica gel on Amazon, and considering the questionable amount of vitamins and supplements Dr. Amron recommended she get for the surgery,
This is what I'm
I kind
talking
of wonder
about.
if he's the one who recommended arnica gel to her. And if that's the case, that kind of worries me. But it doesn't stop there, friends. Oh no. Like I mentioned, Anna is much more responsive on Instagram and TikTok, so when I was on Instagram and I saw this reel, I scrolled down to the comments, and I saw someone had said, "Happy for you, glad you mentioned flow of lymph. So many people are into and do dry brushing for lymph drainage, but they don't do it correctly. It's assumed any method of dry brushing is helpful, but it's not. It's towards the heart." And Anna responded, "I learned everything I know from @LymphLoveClub." So
Why would brushing things towards the heart make any difference? I dry brush, but I guess I don't do it right. Sherry Lynn, welcome. This is my first live. I just realized that if Anna had the lipedema liposuction where the lipedema nodules are pushed out, oh god. Oof. She should have some bigger incisions and they would be lower down. Really? Interesting. At least crystals are pretty. Exactly. Well, I mean, a lot of people believe that certain rocks will do certain things, Mephistopheles. Yes, exactly, Sweary Fairy. Shiny, shiny, polished rocks. I don't care if they do anything, I like the way they look. Yeah, some people do that. Charge you charge them by moonlight, because the sun will actually damage some of them. For real. Like, direct sunlight will actually damage certain crystals. So will submerging them in water. They're not rocks, right? Not how you think of a rock anyway, some of them. Yeah, exactly. Pretty crystal bracelets. I mean, Kelly, I like the dry brushing because it's kind of exfoliating, and I've noticed it does help with my dry skin if I put lotion on afterwards. It's kind of like sandpaper, basically. I don't know if it's really doing anything, but it does seem to help a little bit. They're called radioactive. Those are the kinds you eat, right, Lee? You eat the radioactive ones.
So naturally, I clicked on that link to the profile. The person who runs this page is Leah Levitin, and oh no, it's listed as an alternative and holistic health service. Don't like that. Naturally.
Don't like that.
Glitter and Lasers follows this account, and also the Advanced Lipedema Treatment account follows it, and a couple of...
Oh no, herbalism is not homeopathy. My dad always used to make the joke, because I would take, and I still do take feverfew, but he would always make the joke of, what's an herb that, what do you call an herb that actually works? And he would go, medicine. And I'm like, yeah, Dad, that's why I'm taking it. But yeah, I mean, herbs there are certain ones that will F you up, so don't just go willy-nilly taking stuff. Like St. John's wort, I took St. John's wort for a long time because I couldn't afford actual health care. And I had to stop because I wanted to be on birth control more than I cared about my mental health, apparently. And they do interact in a bad way, so... I'm just saying, I'm backing up Hellfire here. Go to a professional or do a lot of research. A lot of people are speculating she just had regular liposuction. I have no idea. I don't want to physically see the surgery, and I think that would be like the only way to really narrow it down. And even then, I think people would still be arguing back and forth. Tourmaline is beautiful. It's one of my favorite stones. Don't like that. Yeah, exactly. I need that clipped out so I can use it in things. Oh no, but pulling arnica is not a homeopathic drug. It's arnica itself, like he said, does do things. It's just in the dilution that it is in that gel that she's using, it's effectively not in the there's no arnica in the gel. It's made with the memory of arnica. You used to dry brush for your thyroid? I've heard a lot. I was very surprised to hear it for the lymph. I really only used it for cosmetic reasons. I didn't know that it was actually used as treatments for things like lymph. See, that's the thing, Cloak Uncloak. Nobody really knows what's going on exactly.
Other lipedema specialists I've been following. And that does kind of make sense because a lot of professionals will recommend manual lymphatic drainage for lipedema and lymphedema, but this lady, Leah, I'm not sure about. I think some of this might be due to my cold atheist heart, because Leah here does promote some woo-woo sounding concepts. I just went through like her Instagram highlights to get an idea of what she was about, and here are a few gems I found. Someone asked, your thoughts on face cupping, which, if you don't know about cupping, that's another alternative medicine treatment that doesn't have a lot of evidence behind it. And Leah responds,
sorry, I agree with him on a lot of this, by the way, so I'm sorry if that upsets people, because cupping, I'm just... I actually made my partner stop seeing a chiropractor because they wanted to cup, and I was just like, no, and you're never going back there again.
my thoughts, no right or wrong here, there is a...
The gel has arnica vibes. So there is actually arnica in the gel. Cupping is expensive hickeys. And then they do like the bloodletting along with the cupping, and I don't understand how that is allowed.
Sacred and energetic healing property that occurs when someone's skin touches another. I personally won't allow for
I'm very against cupping, sorry, Faithful Duel.
a plastic contraption, the cup, to come between myself and my clients. Here's another one. Someone else asked, does it impact your nervous system at all, anxiety, etc.? And Leah responds, life is tricky, ain't it? I feel this too, and it's really the other way around. Our nervous system impacts our lymph. Working on the nervous system piece is by far the most powerful thing we can do to influence our lymph. Aim to prioritize things like joy, play, and connection, because these things are going to dilate your lymphatic vessels and increase flow throughout your body. You are resilient, dear reader. Your mind is plastic, and that's the tricky part. Our brain will always try and see the horizon for its threats versus its beauty. Does that make sense? No. It's what keeps
Oh, shit. Does that make sense? No. Yeah, Faithful Duo, chiropractic and cupping kind of don't have a great reputation when it comes to like the skeptics community, where Colin and I would fall. So I try to be respectful about it, but I don't buy it. My phone's going to be going off for a minute. But it's a sunnah practice in Islam. I mean, if you're doing it for like a religious purpose, that's one thing. I know that there's like cuppings. There's something in China that does the cupping for a different purpose, but this is not those purposes.
us alive, prioritizing seeing the good, plus know that you are not alone. Now, I don't know shit about lymph, so I can't say for certain if any of that is truly incorrect, but I don't know. Some of that just sounds strange to me. I'll just say strange. Something else that just really gave me the ick, for lack of a better word, is that she does this kind of content that she calls lymph church. Now, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt that this is just a silly, tongue-in-cheek name for these little encouraging messages, but I just gotta say, the vibe, for me, hellacious.
Today's Lymph Church sermon is about how we communicate with our body when our body is not cooperating with us. So this little energy healing tip, I want you to take your hands and rub them together, drum up some energy, and then I want you to take those nice warm hands and place it over that area where you're feeling that discomfort. Take some deep breaths and kind of like focus in on that area. I want you to just put a lot of love and intention into it. Maybe even if you're closing your eyes, you can imagine like the brightest, whitest light that you possibly could. Let that pain know that it's welcome, that you hear it, and that you're here to support it.
Now,
I am not supporting pain. Pain needs to pack its bag and get his ass out of here. Yeah, see, that's the problem with chiropractic. Like, I don't know. This is a really long, involved conversation to have in the skeptics community, because people there are mostly against chiropractic because it tends to fuck people up more than it helps. Now, do not confuse chiropractic with like massage. And I only say that because massage does help with like stress and muscle knots and that kind of stuff. Chiropractic, it makes so many claims and then goes in and purposefully tries to like bend your spine, right? Like, I would think the last fucking thing you would want somebody taking any kind of like permanent stress to would be your spine, right? But that's me. Yeah, exactly, Hellfire. Like, I get that people are really into the whole like removing toxins and that kind of stuff, but I mean, you have a liver, so you're good. It's that kind of thing. You can't see. Oh, yeah. Are you one of the people that can't like visualize stuff? What is chiropractic? Chiropractic is, they usually focus on the alignment of the back, and they believe that like basically anything wrong with you is because your back's unaligned, and so they try to adjust your spine physically, and they try to claim that by doing that they're fixing things. And I mean, I'm not saying that there might not be some evidence that a misaligned back, you know, pinching various nerves in your back do cause actual issues, but me laying on a table and you pressing down directly onto certain spots of my back, it's not going to help the issue at all. And in some cases, it's been known to actually damage people. And some people have become paralyzed because of chiropractic. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with massage therapy or that kind of stuff, as long as it's, you know, by someone who actually knows what they're doing. Yeah, exactly. Uncomfortable ginger. That's pretty much it. It's sometimes you use stuff because you don't have the financial or just in general access to other forms of medicine, or it's just a cultural thing. That's fine. But when you start selling it like snake oil, that's when it becomes an issue. You know what, Bayang? That's actually, you're like, I'm going to say like the 5th or 6th person I've known who says that they can't do the visualization thing, who are also artists. And all of them are amazing artists. Like, it's not like my stick figure shit. Like, they're doing like full on realistic. And it's like, how do you do that? Oh no, he's not trying to fix anything else. You're funny. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of not great stuff coming out of. To be fair, though, I mean, there's a lot of people that go to medical doctors who have issues as well. So, you know. You guys have some really neat names. Anyway, let's finish this up.
Now, this is not the only thing she's promoting, okay? Like, I looked her up, and she is apparently certified in manual lymphatic drainage and massage therapy. She is not a doctor, though. Let that be clear. I really wanted to look past the alternative and holistic medicine label and give her the benefit of the doubt that maybe what she's doing would be more considered complementary to conventional medicine. That word is also sometimes a red flag to me, but I'm really trying to be fair here. One of the highlights on this Instagram page is an FAQ, though, and I don't know, she's providing advice for people sight unseen, whereas I think even an actual medical doctor on the internet might say something like, well, that sounds like XYZ, but I can't give medical advice. It would be unethical for me to do so. Please talk to your primary care provider. But no, she's getting questions like, could lymph massage help my sore throat? How about ovarian cysts? How about stomach bloating? How about a puffy face? How about back pain? And she's basically like, yep, sure. And I don't know, does this strike any of you as just kind of sus? Well, if that didn't, this gem sure did seal the deal for me. This person asked a question about lymph nodes. What is normal versus not? Can some stay swollen for years without them being the C word, which I assume here is cancer? Leah responds, it's not always normal, but it's common and can be normal, which, again, sight unseen for this person, not necessarily recommending seeing a doctor for this. Leah goes on to say, you can absolutely have swollen lymph nodes for years and not have cancer. I have a lot of clients with EDS, autoimmune conditions, nervous system disorders, gut stuff, Lyme, you name it. These folks have been passed around from doc to doc like a collection basket at a church, a lymph church, just to get a formal diagnosis, which helps them feel validated in the experience they're having in their body. Their day-to-day lives involve swollen lymph nodes, and for them, it has nothing to do with cancer. It's inflammation. Keep searching for a doctor who will listen. Do not give up because you deserve to be heard, and your quality of life will improve once you do. Because then, you'll know what you're treating and how to treat it. Note, often, but not always, Western medicine can't help. It's a system that is committed to keeping us ill, but we also need it. We really need it for diagnostics and emergency intervention. Western docs truly want the best for their patients. They're being lied to as well. It is not their fault. Praying hands emoji. Oh no, Leah, no. This type of thing frustrates me so much. Calling conventional medicine Western medicine, first of all, insulting to real doctors all over the world who don't buy into unproven practices. But the idea that these poor doctors are just lied to and they don't know any better is just so patronizing to these people who really understand how science works. Okay, all right. I got a little heated there. But like, I actually am angry on behalf of people like Anna who are just looking for help and they just get consistently lied to like this. I can't even really blame her, except I do get the sense that she does doctor shop till she gets the answers she wants. Maybe that's not the case, but that's certainly the impression that I get. I like to talk about glitter and lasers in general because I think she's goofy. and I'm just having fun here. But like from the very beginning, the thing that irritated me the most about her, and the reason I wanted to start making commentary about her, is the persistent misinformation she puts online. And she has a fiercely loyal audience who will defend everything she does. It's one thing to defend her over crying over a bagel, but it's another thing entirely to defend and believe the promotion of pseudoscience.
And I think this is kind of where I'm at with Anna. Originally, I just thought she was interesting because I could tell that she was becoming a focal point of girl world. And, you know, it is what it is. Anna is really pushing bad and dangerous information. I mean, and this goes all the way back to when she was doing her workouts and she wasn't really mentioning that she was on the Wegovy. She was making it sound like, on purpose, she was making it sound like she was losing weight just by exercising. And I say this frequently, it's not possible. And it can, and the way she was putting that, her weight loss out there could have encouraged other people who don't know better to have over exercised themselves, because, you know, you go to the gym and you start exercising, you don't change your diet. So you're still eating like 4,000 calories a day, but you're going to the gym and you're on the treadmill for like, I don't know, 2 hours or something. I don't know. I'm just being hyperbolic. But the point is they'll start over exercising, but not losing weight because they're still overeating. Right? And so what's the solution? Well, Anna's losing weight just by exercising. So I guess I just need to exercise more. And that's bad. That can be very detrimental. That can actually really fuck you up. Right? Anna had no qualms letting her audience think that she was only exercising and thereby magically losing weight. It doesn't work like that, right? There's a reason why there's the saying you can't out-train a bad diet, because you can't, right? And it's that kind of shit that kind of pisses me off. And now she's doing this, oh, there's nothing else you can do for lipedema. Guess I'm gonna have to go get some surgery. It's like, you didn't even try. And there's hundreds, probably thousands of people out there with social media accounts that can show you that you can do other things for lipedema besides surgery, but Anna can't be bothered. And since she can't be bothered, she's got to manufacture this entire story, this entire lie of a story to justify why she's getting surgery. When the reality of the situation is she's probably either getting free or she's getting discounted surgery from the Roxbury Institute to be an ambassador for them. That's why Anna's getting surgery, right? I'm not even convinced Anna actually genuinely wants to lose weight. I think people just approach her, or maybe she approaches them, and she knows she's got a story to sell because she's like this massively obese woman. And if your magical pill, your magical Wegovy, is going to help her lose weight, then she'll take it and then tell everybody about it. I still don't know why she wouldn't hype the Wegovy properly, though. She didn't even, yeah, and the eating right thing, like, she never talks about her diet, so we have no idea. We don't even really know what she weighs. We can speculate, and if she wants people to quit saying that she's 500 to 600 pounds, then she needs to tell us what she weighs, or live with people saying that about her. But
y'all, I won't lie, this was kind of a fun one for me. Alternative medicine is one of my favorite things to research, as frustrated as it makes me, but I kind of like how my interests collided here. Also, I hope it would go without saying, but I'm gonna say it just in case. Please do not go to any of these people's social media and harass them. That includes Anna and Leah and anyone else I might have mentioned. I talk about these things because I want you to be able to notice them and avoid them. All right, everyone. I think that's all for me today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.
What is homeopathy? It's taking a medicine that really works.
hang on, we're gonna slow this down. James Randi deserves your full attention.
Thank you so much for watching.
What is homeopathy? It's taking a medicine that really works and diluting it down, well beyond Avogadro's limit, diluting it down to the point where there's none of it left. Now, folks, this is not just a metaphor I'm going to give you now. It's true. It's exactly equivalent to taking one 325 milligram aspirin tablet, throwing it into the middle of Lake Tahoe, and then stirring it up, obviously with a very big stick, and waiting 2 years or so until the solution is homogeneous. Then when you get a headache, you take a sip of this water, and voila, it is gone. Now, that is true. That is what homeopathy is all about. And another claim that they make, you'll love this one. The more dilute the medicine is, they say, the more powerful it is. Now, wait a minute. We heard about a guy in Florida, the poor man. He was on homeopathic medicine. He died of an overdose. He forgot to take his pill.
Ramsey's funny. You know, I've never seen that man perform magic. Like, I don't think I've ever seen James Randi do a magic trick. But that's kind of his thing. That's how he got famous. Well, that and being, like, the skeptic. But, yeah, the amazing James Randi. She was sponsored by Athleta. I saw somebody say, ask if she's had repeat sponsorships. Oh, Femery. I don't know. I know she was on Wegovy for a while, obviously. I don't know how well. I don't think they renewed their sponsorship with her. I guess we'll find out with the surgery. She's been on several different Disney trips, and I know all of her Disney trips, with the exception of a handful, have all been sponsored. Starbucks continues to sponsor her. And I'm trying to think of who else I know she's working with. She could be working with a bunch of people. She gets all kinds of PR shit, though. That's not necessarily sponsoring, but typically they'll send you an influencer a PR box in the hopes that you'll tell people about it. So, which sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. Yeah, exactly, Femery. I don't think she's really that... I mean, look at the bagel thing. You had to read all the way to the bottom to even find out that she got sent free bagels from a competitor, you know? Chicken. She tried out to be on Cloak on Cloak. That's how Anna originally got started with her online stuff, is she tried to go for The Biggest Loser. Tried to get on The Biggest Loser. All right. Okay, everybody. That is my limit for the day. I'm gonna go take some full strength aspirins. Some Excedrin, if you will. And I'm not diluting it. And I'm gonna go lay back down. So, thank you everybody for joining me. If you have made it this far, put I don't know. Put a magician's wand or a magician's hat in the chat for James Randi, RIP. And she couldn't handle Dr. Now, no. She'll never go to Dr. Now. She'll never go to anybody who's going to actually hold her accountable. And yeah, but thank you all for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Go show Colin some love. If you want to join the Discord, that link should be pinned. So go ahead and give that a try. And if you do join the Discord, I don't know, mention you got there from here. And yeah, there's a magician's wand. Yes. Excellent. And yeah, I will see everybody. I'll probably do some recordings here, so I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye.